I just pressed the
Hard to
button.
say we're live or not. You just press the button?
I think we're live.
The button to go live? You press the button to go live.
Cruise
The live button to go live? Well, if you say so. What's up, gamers, miners, and dwarves? It is Thursday, the 12th of June, and you are tuned in to yet another GSG weekly dev stream. It's the only video game stream on the internet, and the very first one of all time. And we are here in the gamer chamber. We are freshly waxed, greased up, and ready to play more Rogue Core, baby. Today on the menu is Rogue Core Playtest, which you may have seen in the stream calendar. If not, if you've just found your way here by the gentle hand of Providence, then welcome. We are pleased to have you. You are listening to the voice of GSG Aaron, marketing manager here at Ghost Ship Games. Joining me today are my two best friends in the whole wide world, GSG Mark, video producer. Hello, Mark. And GSG Jacob, community manager at Ghost Ship Games. Hello, Jacob.
Hello.
And we're back on it. We what's happened since last time? This is have there been any updates since the I guess it would just be like bug fixes or anything small like that. So nothing too crazy on in terms of updates since last time we've played Rogue Core Playtest. The Mike said during lunch today that they consider the playtest 2 concluded. So if you got in this round, congratulations. Otherwise, we are keeping it live as usual. And keep an eye on the Steam blog post or blog page for more news on when the next playtest
there we go.
Go live. Hey, cool box. Where'd this come from?
That's the 5th player. Oh, packing light, I see. Is it filled with beans?
And I think I speak for all of us when I say that's the only wiping we ever do. Am I right, guys? You guys with me on that? Can I get a rock and stone for that one? All right, just me. Anyway, chat, how you guys doing today? If you are,
I like how you're just joining my mic too, Aaron. Is it constantly? I don't know what we changed.
You can't escape.
My mic can't escape. The other mic can't escape. I can't hear you now, Mark.
I can hear you, Mark.
Oh, great.
And what's more, I love what I'm hearing. Yeah. We got the Hesopod on YouTube says, what has happened to DRG? I haven't played in 2 years. Welcome back from your coma or overseas deployment or both. And, well, we have in the past 2 years announced Rogue Core, which you were watching. I'm just going to treat that as a regular, sincere comment. But this is Rogue Core. This is a spin-off game from ROCK GALACTIC. And we're working on that. It's got some roguelike elements. Got the new characters, new weapons, new setting, new enemies, new all that, baby. And this is a closed alpha version, so still very much work in progress. And we're giving it a little go.
I just realized I had Mark muted from the last stream.
Oh, how come?
He kept yelling slurs while we were playing. No, he.
Wait, so people didn't hear the secret of Carl?
You were logged into the other.
Yeah, that's
right.
right.
From home, so your other account was logged in down at the production room, so we could hear everyone. That's why that account was muted. It's nothing personal,
Oh, well.
Mark. Nothing personal, kid.
Wow, I even said my personal hellos to everyone in chat, and you guys missed it. Should I do it again?
Yeah.
What's up, Pepper Ice Cream? What's up, Ace Play Pony? What's up, Thorm? We've got Sabin03 over on Twitch. We've got Frail Snail, GRG Mission Control. We've got Jiao Martins, Just a Random Person, Brad H, Heopod, Sacred Coil,
Nice.
Hartley Ferret. What's up, guys?
New cave construction.
Average Citizens here too.
I'm gonna mute you for leaving people out, Mark.
I think did I miss anyone?
Dude, this
I
is
hope
a
not.
cool new platform. I haven't seen this one before. Very cool. This has been, I think we mentioned on the last stream, but one of the big focuses for this update 2 to the playtest has been Arvid, and primarily Arvid, some other artists as well have been hard at work doing
Arbor and Hopper.
Have been doing some really cool new cave constructions. Because I think one of the big goals with this one was to try and get the caves looking more. I mean, in the story of the game, you are going in to reclaim these active mining facilities, which were taken over by the core spawn. And so we want to need, as opposed to the untainted natural caves of Deep Rock Galactic, we want to make these look a little lived in. So, working on cave constructions.
Could someone bring me the toolkit?
What's up, Duke of Doom? What's up, Community of Gaming? Nice to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. Do you guys want to speedrun this Expedite event?
Nope. I'm down. I'm just doing a little...
You know what? I'm starting it.
Do it, bro.
Boom.
Fucking start it. Oh! Take so much fall damage. Actually, maybe I'm not. Oh, that sucked. A name which I cannot pronounce in Cyrillic says the development progress is noticeable. The lobby has been greatly transformed compared to the previous stream. Yeah, it's been they put a couple upgrades there on aboard the Ramrod, and I know that that's also focused ongoing here. I know Sandra's working on the fitness center. I don't really know what she's doing, but hopefully getting some assets and animations put in so you can get a fucking sick pump on before your mission.
Ooh, and also know Jacek, the art director on Rogue Core, is currently working on a cool new, like a muzzle flash system, so you can actually tell from your weapon visually what upgrades you have on. So if you're shooting with fire damage, you'll notice a small little
primarily elemental
flame.
Right?
Yeah, for now. I don't know if they'll expand it with other stuff too, but they're starting with the elemental system to make that visible.
As long as it doesn't show me how often I miss, then it's fine.
Actually, now that you mention it, Jacob, another thing they've been working on is actually more mission data. So you'll be able to see how much damage you've dealt.
Oh no, data my only weakness.
And good stuff like that, like your crit chance and, you know, the kind of stats you'd expect from a roguelike.
Kind of stats that big nerds are interested in. I usually, when I play, I keep track of my stats by hand, so I play with one hand and then I'm done. It's sort of like when I play going to an old-fashioned bowling lane and you're tallying your score by yourself.
Also checks out because you never get more than 5 kills, right?
It's hard to write those bigger numbers. It's just easier this way.
Just quit after 5.
I am very low on health.
Yeah, me too. So, Facility 2 doesn't fuck around. Alright, for every hour, ability recharge.
I want some cold or some burning enemies.
Nothing too exciting here, frankly.
Played a few of the demos from Next Fest yesterday. Half of them were roguelikes/roguelites. Ooh, that's nice.
Oh, I have Frozen one, but I'm not sure that one makes sense actually.
The people that were watching our last dev stream also know that we dipped our small little toes in Next Fest and checked out both, what was it called? Abysses?
Yeah.
Abysses, yeah. And the Jump Ship, both of which we can wholeheartedly recommend.
I'm getting both of those when they come out.
Cool. I've seen so many, I was very impressed or noticed the huge concentration of both roguelikes and then also like sort of social deduction slash lethal company slash, oh dude, fuck a crane. Fuck yeah, fuck what I was saying. You guys see this crane? Jacob, come get a load of this crane.
This is really cool.
You think it can lift our spirits?
I hope
dude,
so.
It's lifted my spirit. Oh, I wish there was a button to activate it just to fucking.
Ooh, there's a button here.
Go get the workbench.
Nice. Look at this.
Oh, look at the workbench mark. Get your shiny option.
Oh my god, projectile velocity on my plasma carbine is insane right now. Have you guys seen any ammo, by the way?
Nope. No. Okay.
Could be doing better.
Someone here, I think it is up there. What the? Oh, shit.
I am out.
The correspond scorchers. Do they seem a little bugged to you guys?
I don't see all of the projectiles. Sometimes the projectiles.
Yeah.
Sure.
It seems like they're forgetting actually.
I
pull the trigger on a
sometimes
couple-
feel like I'm getting like shot by invisible things, so maybe.
What did you say the ammo was, Jacob?
Might be up here. Yeah.
Is it the next?
Oh,
cabin?
wow, you're far away.
Yeah, okay, coming up. Mark, I'm with you.
I'll be right next to it, keeping guard. Taking a nap.
John Tohill 2 says, the thing that sticks out to me about Rogue Core compared to other roguelikes is how the active power building is done as a team, not just everyone doing it on their own. Yeah, that's I think what we're hoping for is one of Rogue Core's sort of signature aspects. Also something that I think people were, at least on first reveal, most skeptical about. I get it. I mean, it's not something that people are used to. I think it is. Oh, fuck. How'd you guys... Oh, what on earth? It was a zipline launch.
We're now 2 people guarding the ammunition.
Oh, I haven't seen this construction.
Watch
before.
out for the. There's an elevator in the middle. You can activate and go up and down with.
That's sick.
But yeah, getting the I think figuring out the team-based power selection and equipment selection is going to be a challenge to this game. I think so far they're working out some good systems. I still think that there's probably still more work to do with them, but I do find it interesting of how to. I mean, Mike has this idea of sort of what's a fun amount of friction to put in the game, because I think the absolute easiest thing would be to just have everyone get their own upgrades, but there is, I mean, I think there is a fun challenge in having everyone have to play together, but I'm curious on especially how it'll work with randoms and text-based stuff. I think Mike discussed sort of a graph system for, oh fuck, we're still down. Mike discussed some sort of graph system so you can more easily tell like what everyone's builds are, which I think we definitely need. It'll be easier to.
Where did you guys go? Oh, you're still up there. Okay.
I was up trying to get some Expedite.
Me
I'm
too.
trying to elevator. Oh, this cave construction is cool, man.
Yeah. We also don't have a crazy amount of time left.
Still need the bio booster, don't we? Oh shit! Ah, I got bombed by a thing from the ceiling.
Did you get puked on?
I know it's one of those what we call the crawlies.
Uh-oh. What happened to my mouse? I can't control my mouse.
Cat
Rip.
took it.
What the hell?
Stuart Little's parents.
Not only these types of games, I found some hidden gems. One of them was a retro-stylized FPS running on Doom engine. Ooh, that sounds pretty sick.
Was that like kind of Wolfenstein-y one?
It's like a boomer shooter.
Oh my god, there's a lot of swarmers. I feel like we haven't really gotten a break here.
Nope. Oh, dude, no. I mean, this. Oh, fuck. We haven't. Have we ever done a max difficulty one on stream?
I don't think so.
I think it's only the impact particles that are showing on the
Okay.
what are they called? The scorches consistently. Should we head back to the elevator?
Back?
Yeah,
What do you mean back?
Oh no, is the elevator ahead of us somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay. Can't find the cable.
Right over here.
Ah, nice. Okay.
Going for a last.
I am out of ammo.
There's more ammo like on the way here, but
Oh yeah, I see.
can't really promise you more of that.
Probably not gonna survive this. Please, 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 please. Yes, I made it.
I also feel like it's gone a bit harder this alpha.
Dude, for sure. I'm getting fucked.
Press the button, Jacob.
Just did. I think something jumped past
Okay, I
me.
got dropped as well.
Never seen so many ranged guys on floor 1. No, this. I mean, the scorches are crazy
Scorching.
right now.
They be scorching. I went into the elevator. What am I supposed to do about that?
Oh my god.
Help me, Mark!
I think I have a. Oh man.
I'm not sure I can.
Oh, GG's Mark.
Yeah, this is.
What's draining your armor? I noticed your armor was just taking constant ticks down.
I don't know.
Probably like being in this cave.
Yeah, I mean, but it wasn't. Oh, right. It's no. Mike explained that system where you take an initial hit and then the the armor slowly like ticks down to that level. Rip. David Van Egmont asks, are there plans for a bestiary? Yeah, eventually. Or a miner's manual or whatever we're going to call it here. But that's something that comes on later in development. I mean, right now we're
Pop-up book for reclaimers.
making the game, you know, fun and balanced and functional, and then all the tricky bits after that come later. Or not tricky bits.
Two again?
Superficial
I
stuff.
think we should do one, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think we're that good.
Wow. Remember that next time you want to do has 5.
I don't think we don't have enough enhancements for 2 yet.
You should enhance your mindset. It's fine.
You're listening to 91.4 Hoxis Rock Radio, where the record stays spinning like a shellback.
Can you guys... No, go ahead, Aaron.
No, it was just saying bullshit. What's up?
Can you guys explain the playable characters in ROCK? Sure, let's do a round. I'm playing the Spotter, which is equipped with a gauntlet that shoots out these crit darts, and it marks an area on the terrain, and if the enemies enter that area, they become marked, and your crit chance is 100% on those enemies. And it can also hit like single targets, but for now it's way more effective to just hit terrain. Then there's a chance to affect multiple enemies. Next!
I'm playing the Guardian, which is sort of the tankier crowd control character. You've got this like shockwave gauntlet, and then when you hold Q to activate it, you can either right click or left click. Left clicking shoots out sort of a little shotgun blast of like a sort of shock particles or like stun particles that just do splash damage or a small amount of splash damage and then stun anything it hits. And then if you press right click, you sort of put out like a radius around you that effectively procs fear on the enemies. And ooh, that's kind of cool. Interesting. So you effectively like proc fear in a radius around you. So it's pretty good for like if you need to res, you can pop that and then keep people away from you while you're resing someone or something like that. It's pretty cool. Ah, Jacob.
Hey, I wanted this one. But, so like in extension, Mark took your pick.
Dude, I never ever. Ooh, zipline launcher. That's dope.
So Aaron, you're after me, right?
Yep. Wow, Jacob,
I'm giving back to the community.
Really
Right, I'll go with
you
the
know,
platform one again.
I am Team Zipline guy. I'm having one made for at home.
Mike over on YouTube says, maybe dumb question, but I played Deep Rock Galactic on PlayStation with controller. Is there going to be controller support for Rogue Core? Low Quality on YouTube says, Mike, they'll come to your house and beat you unconscious with a traffic cone if you use a controller. That's not totally true. Usually we just use like a sock filled with batteries, but the point remains. No, it's controller support, probably. I mean, I expect we'll do it. We did it with Deep Rock, and so I think that sort of the groundwork for that system should still be there.
Yeah.
I think I mean this game, especially compared to Deep Rock, I think is going to be a lot more. I could see it being more punishing to play on controller, but we'll see. I mean, we're not gonna stop you, but we will beat you with a sock.
Oh yeah, I'm playing a slicer and I slice.
He's
Daily meets enemies. Mark when his hair gets a bit too long.
Yeah.
That's the Clipper. That's another class.
Clipper class. Did you find the thing for the workbench? Did someone scan it?
Seen it
it's,
yet.
it's actually right next to it. Haven't seen it because you didn't look. It's right over here.
I am grabbing Expedite.
But, I mean, you don't need the workbench anyway, right?
I need the workbench. I need the workbench. I need the workbench. I need the workbench.
Ooh. Is that new too? Am Vega like commenting on the workbench being ready, or did I only just notice it now?
Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
We added it for playtest 2.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, I recorded those lines I think 3 weeks ago, something like that.
Yeah.
Still trying to zipline to things. Not good.
I hear the camera. talking about controllers and playing games with suboptimal controller setups remind me of the one summer where I played Team Fortress 2 on a MacBook with the just resting on my lap and using the trackpad. That was a speed run for a repetitive stress injury.
Actually, Chad, I'm curious from what you guys have seen of Rogue Coruscant so far. What are your biggest concerns about the game? That'd be interesting to hear.
Yeah, that's a good question.
If you have any.
I think for me, I hope we do more to visually distinguish it, both in weapons and biomes, and I think also seeing how the team upgrade selection, how it'll work with randoms.
Yeah.
I think we still need a few more sort of systems in place to make those negotiations go a little smoother.
Good
Not
point.
just make it feel like you're scrabbling for limited resources.
I'm also very excited for the game too. Yeah.
What are you
more
worried
different.
about, Mark? What are you worried about?
Oh, there's so many shackles going on.
I'm really hoping we'll find a way to make link join work.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that too. I'm worried it will be less chill and more toxicity. Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah, totally.
What the fuck do you mean about that?
I mean, us three are playing, so you definitely have to be worried about that.
Yeah, don't join our game.
I hope that they implement. Mike mentioned that implementing that Matter Daddy, and I hope that we manage to get that working as well.
Implement what?
Implementing the Matter Daddy?
Matter Daddy? Oh wait,
Yeah.
no.
Did he mention that to you?
I'm just glad that turned into a these nuts joke. I see where you're going. Son of a bitch.
John DeHill says, one concern that I'll elaborate more on is predictable cave structure. It's currently like Morkite missions with 3 rooms. I mean, yeah, cave structure is going to necessarily be more linear in this game. I lose all my health too. It's going to be more linear than with Deep Rock because, especially with a timer, it wouldn't be fun if you felt like you're wandering in like a deep scan style of cave where it's just a labyrinth. I think would be a recipe for unnecessary stress. But yeah, I can see that, and I think it's something we'll be able to pretty confidently adjust going forward.
Hey, why are we here?
We got the low quality worried that Greenbeard players may legitimately bring down the team with emphasis on cooperation and individual building. Yeah, I can see that as well. I mean, I think that they're right now, if you are a player who is either you have no idea what you're doing or you're maybe not that team spirited, I think that there's sort of you have greater potential to mess things up for other people. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Memoroid concerned that we won't be punishing controller gamers enough. Yeah, we're hiring more goons to go out and beat people up for using controllers, so definitely working on that one. Don't worry about that. FPS during swarms is awful. Yeah, the still I think optimization is a work in progress. So that one's
It's
for
an
sure.
alpha.
It is alpha. It is not a finished game. Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa. Does anyone have a build that really
I'm just
needs-
pressing this out of habit. I don't know.
This fits me perfectly.
I want it.
I guess I'm taking whatever's left.
Hunter Pizza Slices says, my biggest concern is that armor seems to be a lot more unforgiving than the shield system. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm not sold on the armor thing yet either. Mike's got his vision, and
Yeah.
well, we'll let Mike cook, but I also have yet to. I feel like armor is more often something I'm like annoyed by rather than something that I feel is doing me a lot of good.
Mark, why are you doing this? Why are you like this?
24 armor boost is insane.
I wanted it.
Yeah, it's hefty.
I only have my puny 60.
Pepper Ice Cream says, my biggest concern is that there's going to be no third person. Yeah, you can definitely be concerned about that one because we're not going to do that. So that one's.
I mean, you can play up to 4 persons, so it's fine.
Somebody gets to be a third person. What else do we have? Yeah, I think concerns about team like losing out. I definitely I'm curious what, like, who knows? I mean, you could say the same about like with the concern of say having a player who's like inexperienced or not super like tapped into what the team needs being a big detriment. You could say the same about Helldivers too. And I'll be honest, playing that, I've never like it's fairly rare that I feel like I have like a teammate who's really dragging it down. But I guess
we haven't played in a while. That's probably why.
I haven't played in a while, but I think also there's an argument that one like you can like you don't rely on your teammates as much in that one. So I can see, like you get a bonus from being Europe, but I can see that as well.
Oh, I mean you haven't played it in a while with me.
Oh.
That's why you haven't played it.
Do we have more to do?
I think Helldivers is pretty much. I mean, you can basically go your own way.
You can go
as long as you're staying alive.
Alright, let's go. Oh, this zipline is super nice.
The other guy on Twitch says, is it possible for a solo play or dependent on groups? It depends on what your question. If you're asking, is there a solo mode? Yes, there is. The game is primarily geared toward and balanced around the co-op play, but there will be a solo mode optional. If you're asking about like whether you can play online multiplayer but just kind of do your own thing, they're to a limited extent, but they're things like you have to be together to get upgrades and pick those and stuff like that, and eventually to get to the elevator. So you can in theory, but there are certain pretty important aspects that require you to all be grouped up and coordinated.
Elevators arrived.
Cool beats.
Lobster says, Helldivers 2 doesn't feel nearly as co-op as this. It's more parallel play. Yeah, definitely. I can see that as well. I mean, I really like Risk of Rain, for example, but that's also one where you can basically just kind of two people do their own thing on the same map without really feeling like, I mean, when you're close together, there's overall higher DPS, but it doesn't feel like you need each other in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, I mean, it's a tough balance between we want to implement game systems that to some extent force you to work together, because that's how you give people a feeling of working together, of being able to understand, oh shoot, they've got this ability that helps me, or to feel some sense of synergy and the power of cooperating. But it's also, you sort of can't have that with also creating a vulnerability for somebody to mess it up or to not do their share, which I think is to some extent just the nature of the beast of a co-op game.
Do you guys plan on implementing mod support as convenient as it is in Deep Rock? That's still undecided. Right now we're just focusing on the main game, and then all that extra.
Noobsku is asking a question about late joins. What if there's a compromise that allowed players to take the place of players who disconnected, rage creator, or kick banned? The catch, the late joiner has to use exact class and load out the legal left behind. I think, I mean, that's just overcomplicating the system, because for that to actually make sense, it would also people disconnecting or quitting would have to be like a big thing, and that's really not something you want. You want to keep people from not quitting.
Plus, how could you reliably, in terms of like IT or the programming infrastructure of the game, I can't imagine how you could quickly and reliably say, okay, this is a kick because this person, how do you register that something is a rage quit, or versus somebody had to, go attend to their baby or open the door for someone.
Yeah, it's probably somewhat possible, but not in all situations, which also just makes it harder. I mean, and if that person crashed, would you want them to give them an opportunity to reconnect? I think that there's a lot of like small things that would make something like that less attractive to do.
Nice slice, Jacob.
Thanks.
Nice slice. D Hollow says, what about the voices of the Dwarves? Will they be different from the DRG Dwarves? We have the same...
Hold on, give me 3 seconds, I can slice it.
Okay.
Oh, this construction is sick. Is that the one that was...
Also got the
other map too?
similar, at least.
So big.
Chad, I'll answer your questions once we take on this Spectre, so it doesn't get in the way. Probably not. Fuck it up.
Hold on, I can slice it again. Oh, mid-cry. Here we go.
Nice. Okay.
Someone get
Somebody asking about the voice of the Dwarves. We are using the same voice actor from DRG, and so same guy. So at its core, yes, I know we had him in last week to sort of do some voice tests because we wanted to think like, can we have the same guy do can we have the same guy do sort of an adjusted voice for the Reclaimers? But it seemed like Jacob, get in. The guy wasn't. It seemed like he had. The tests we did ended up sounding like the DRG Dwarves doing a voice of someone else rather than like a full different character. So right now, and we haven't gotten to it yet, but the next challenge is going to be, I think we want to adjust and rewrite a lot of the voice lines. Right now, a lot of them I think are too silly, and they don't fit the tone of the dwarf would be like, yippee, weapons, which just kind of sounds like stupid if you're a colonial marine or whatever it is. So we're going to have to sort of give it a different tone through the writing of it.
New School saying, yeah, gotcha, it just really sucks when you lose players that can't be replaced. That's true. But it's just hard to find like a perfect system for it, I think. But hopefully we can cook something up. I'm gonna go get the thing for the, it's here. Let's go up, get the workbench up here.
No,
bye, Mark.
But as far as late joins and stuff like that, I mean, I think it's not that we're a hard no on enabling late joins. I think we mostly just haven't found a system for it that, like...
Yeah, I personally think we need it, but, I mean, that's...
Oh, for sure.
It's a big deal in Deep Rock, and I think the whole being able to do it, to join a game, and, like, it also just looks better that there's actually, like, games you can join on the server list instead of just either nothing or closed games, but...
yeah.
Shakana
says, could you remove the limit to the weapon upgrades? It sucks when the weapon power is just capped off and weapons like the Sugagov and Bulldog need recoil and spread slot in to be viable. I think that's a matter of taste. We've had discussions about that. I think one thing we're currently exploring is having this introducing overclocks from DRG, bringing in stuff like that to have other options for upgrading your weapons from there.
Oh, sorry.
But I think that the weapon upgrades system is not yet finished. So I would say wait. Fair concern, but wait to see how that one develops over the course of time.
What do we have here? Is that a turret? Nice.
Will there be a fast voice line system similar to TF2 to communicate with the teammates to easy cooperation for mute users? Not familiar with the system in TF2, but I think it won't change significantly for what we have in Deep Rock. We'll have the ping system, and that's pretty much it.
In other news, guys, we discovered that hit reactions haven't been working since Season 4. And also the limbs of Glyphids haven't been flying off from explosions in regular Deep Rock either.
Dismemberment, yeah.
So that's, I believe that's been fixed and may have already been pushed to live. Do you guys know?
I don't think it's, I'm not sure if it's actually gonna make it in the next update we're doing, but they might have changed that. But it will be fixed at some point. Maybe they did.
Yeah, they did merge it up through release and everything. So
that's like us just to have some part of our game be busted for like 3 years and none of us noticed.
I noticed. I'm just shy.
I didn't want to seem critical.
Yeah.
Tingard says Tingard says, this kind of game dies fast without constant support of some kind. What are your plans around it? Do you want to approach a seasonal thing or something similar to constant updates? I think that depends on how the game does. Like, if we... one thing is we just don't... We're not big on huge long-term plans in this
You get them all? Or how many? Oh, we still need...
And,
how many do you have?
Are we looking for... Oh, geez. Oh, nice. So we don't do a ton of like super long-term planning, and I think right now for Rogue Core it's going to depend a lot on how the game does. Like if it's popular, if it's getting a ton of really positive feedback and doing really well, then that'll probably have an effect on how we decide to update it. I would expect in some form. I think that one of the lessons we learned from Deep Rock was that we shouldn't have called them seasons, because the seasons set people up to expect something that, I don't know, like a fucking, what is it, EA and Apex can do. Is it EA making Apex? Anyway, like Apex or some much larger game can like put out seasons every 4 months or something. We're not big enough to ever be able to do that. So I think that whatever update model we run with for this, I think we'll probably go by a different name than seasons, because I don't really think we did ourselves any favors with that.
It's way too early to, oh, sorry.
Ouch.
Sorry, Mark.
People asking about Season 6 going to be delayed. When Season 6? This is something we get asked a lot. Right now, we are not thinking about Season 6 until we get Rogue Core out in early access. So we don't really have plans in any direction. We haven't started thinking about it. But right now, we're going full focus on Rogue Core. About a year ago, we were trying to develop both at the same time and would do like 6 weeks in Rogue Core, 6 weeks on DRG, and it wasn't really working that well, because it felt like we'd sort of
Still
lose
hit the
momentum,
freaking gem.
and it took too much time to like kind of get reset on each when we switch back. So we're just going full in on Rogue Core for the moment. Let's see here. Mark, you're going for the full armor, huh?
Yeah, I'm going for the full armor build here.
TJ
What's your
asks,
current
any-
armor, Mark? Like
72.
like max or?
TJ asks, any new changes and modifications since last Rogue Core stream? No, but like Mark says to Deep Rock Galactic, we realized that we had actually broken the dismemberment and hit reaction, like the bugs flinch when you shoot them. That's been broken for like 3 years. So we're hopefully fixing that in a future update.
Is there any way to get into the alpha
check
test?
this
I read
one.
about a new batch of invites going out, but I can't remember if they already came out and I missed it, or if I still need to keep an eye out. They were already sent out. Unpacked disc. So yeah, if you don't see Rogue Core in your Steam library, you probably missed out on this round of alpha tests. But don't worry, we'll send out more in the near future.
And Asper up in Twitch asks, what's your inspiration for weapons and armor? Does lore come first or the art? I think art, usually we just go with the art team just, you know, we have, as far as like a lore goes or something like that, the art director and the art team sort of establishes, hey, here's a groundwork on the overall aesthetic.
Got it.
What do Deep Rock Galactic miners look like? What does Rogue Core, what do Reclaimer tech look like?
No!
And that sort of sets the
I
overall
literally
theme
just
for
got
it.
the big. Oh, there we go. Okay. I found the big chunk in the
Ah, nice.
scanner.
But the art team just kind of makes it like a, what can you say, like a mood board for what the overall art looks like, and then when we're designing individual weapons, that's up to our designers to say, oh, you know, they basically just kind of go with whatever looks cool and feels fun. Inspiration can come from anywhere. Movies they've seen, fucking pipes and walkways from the New York subway system, to other games and stuff like that. So they come from all over. But it's always that we make the art, and then afterward, then it's like, okay, what's this called? Shoot, maybe we should explain how this thing works or something like that. So art first, then it's easier to to just make something up lore-wise that fits the art rather than readjusting a whole weapon design or something like that.
Get it?
Let me just pull up real quick.
I have 8 HP.
What's your armor, Mark?
Rogue Horde is like a dream scenario of GOG's gameplay loop. I can't get enough of it, and you were evil adding me to the test in exam season. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad you like it low quality. Although you might be sacrificing your exam results. But hey,
when is your last exam? Just so we can postpone any updates until that's done.
Also, in Asper, I'm popping a link in both Twitch and YouTube. That's a... Did that? That link worked.
bless you, Jacob.
It was that's a
remember to mute
behind-the-scenes
myself.
post that I wrote a few months back. It's behind-the-scenes post that I wrote a few months back looking at weapon design and object design generally in Rogue Core. So if you're interested in sort of how that art design process works, give that a read. Hopefully it's interesting.
It's up
You
to
know what?
Mark.
I'll take this one so it's equal, and then we'll let RNG decide.
Okay.
Stupid RNG.
Will Rogue Core be more akin to a roguelike or roguelite? It will be a roguelite, because there'll be meta upgrades you can...
What's the difference between
a grab.
roguelite and a roguelike, Mark?
I think it's the... As far as I understand, it's the meta progression part of it.
I think it's depending on who you ask, actually. I don't think there's ever been like a clear definition of it. I know purists are like roguelikes are supposed to be like the original Rogue game, like turn-based and permadeath and all those sort of things. But I think with times the term has just been changing or muddied. I'm not sure which is best, but I feel the roguelite is the easiest, the best way of describing it. Oh shit! I need to.
Oh wait, shit! That's the evil guy.
Yep, he's on me. He's on my butt. He's on my butt. Oh shit! Right there.
That's what those look like, huh?
Need to get him away from the buy booster because I need it.
Just ask him nicely.
Let's see what we got.
He's coming for me. Apparently.
El Pura says, any plans for new close-range melee weapons like the boomstick or the Slicer's energy sword? Nothing right at the moment. No, I mean, not to say never, but nothing that we're working on. Let's see, where do we proceed? Okay,
Over here.
I gotcha.
Follow Ellis.
Follow Hoverfly says, just want to say you guys are doing a good job on this game. Hey, thank you. I think it's turned out all right so far. Pretty excited for where we take it.
Jacob.
Yeah, I'm just getting the Expediter there. Sorry, it's for all of us.
Move on with Aaron. Meta question, I think, is usually people's first thought for the difference. Yeah, I think that's probably how it's developed over the years, at least.
I don't care as long as it's fun.
The artifact is here, by the way.
Whereabouts?
In this
Okay.
direction.
We can't kill their generator, right?
You can like get it low and then it's stunned for a little while, but not for long. So
Okay, so now it works.
yeah.
It's also a workbench here. Oh, the artifact is right next to the workbench.
Missed my zip lines. Oh, I got the tool thing. I'm just gonna toss it over there. Should we start the artifact? Yeah. I missed it because
I got a full charge on it. I couldn't resist.
Fuck you,
full charge
Spectre.
of what?
Full charge on my shark blaster. There we go.
Are you guys over by the... Just there, gotcha.
Come get your upgrade, Aaron.
I'm coming.
It's for you while it's hot.
I'm on my way.
Something behind you.
Yeah, Mom made upgrades.
Oh,
Mm.
I need this.
You want that?
Yeah, because I'm Dicer. Makes sense.
Okay. Sorry, Mark.
Rip.
Don't do it. Don't do it, customer.
Sayelena Dante says, question, when is the next early access wave starting? We don't really know yet. So at Ghost Ship, as with many other Scandinavian workplaces, we just have like summer vacation for most of June. So we're hopefully have another playtest before then. But
Most of July, yeah.
Yeah, most of July. Pardon me. So we'll hopefully have another one before then, but no promises yet. I would say if you're curious about it, stay tuned to the Steam page for Rogue Core. That's where we'll post when we know anything more about that one.
Let's get out of there.
Idiot. That's me asking. What's the best enemy, your favorite design, and favorite mechanics?
In Rogue Core?
Yeah. I like, for me, as much. What are the blanking in the name? The guys the big tanky guys with the sonic boom wave attack.
Hammerheads?
Clamorheads.
Yeah, Clamorheads. I like Clamorheads. I think they're a pain in the ass, but I think they're a well-designed pain in the ass because it feels like I think that you can really feel the difference if you have like an armor build for it, and it's not just like any build is good at taking them out. And if you've got a build that has some sort of armor pen, you can really feel your utility with it. And I like that having their weak spot all protected until they do their attack is, I think, pretty cool. So that, I guess. My least favorite are the fucking little exploder guys that just sneak up on you and immediately blow you up. Fucking ticks, dude.
I'm really I kind of like the Scorchers because I think they're an enemy you really like fear, but the Edge Stalkers also, like the design and everything, are just super cool.
It's been ages since I've seen an Edge Stalker. I haven't seen an Edge Stalker.
Don't worry.
Have you seen one while we've been playing today?
Not today, no.
Because I've been doing my job.
Aaron killed them all. He got bibs.
Dude, have you guys had really bad allergies? I've been getting fucking bullied by grass pollen the past 2 weeks.
I'm lucky to not have any allergies, thankfully. None that I know of, at least.
Don't worry, Mark. Lactose intolerance comes with age.
Oh no.
It's kind of true.
You'll love cheese more, and you'll also hate cheese more.
Yeah, I think lactose intolerance specifically is one of the ones I fear the most. Also, like, is it called gluten in English too?
Oh yeah, gluten allergy. Yeah. That's,
gluten allergies.
that fucking sucks.
A nightmare.
I went to grade school with a girl who was allergic to water.
Oh yeah, I think you mentioned that. That's so weird.
I mean, it didn't like. She just took a pill every day to like deal with it, but
It's just like a pill of salt. Everyone knows that's the opposite of water.
it just means you get to drink a bunch of juice.
We can upgrade if someone deposits.
That could be me. Definitely have like a bunch.
Also the elevators here.
Let's do the upgrade on the next level.
I'm getting in here. Sherman Strike says, you may remember me from last time. Got the game a few weeks ago, used it as an escape from my engineering studies. I passed the final exam. Hey, congrats.
Hey!
Thanks for joining us again.
Congrats, Sherman. I do remember you.
GG's to you. Hyper7 says, who is the big core spawn? The big core spawn is the Regenerator. That's when you pick the risk vectors per level, that's one of the sort of special enemies that you can select for one of the risk vectors, which is getting this.
He looks like a chill guy, he says.
Yeah, just a big, strong dude that fucks you up, but he's slow. And you have to avoid him. Like a large, lazy bully.
I feel like we got to the final battle way easier than before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but aren't we in baby mode?
Yeah, we're in baby mode.
I'm honestly not too crazy
Reasonable
about
adult
my
mode.
build.
We'll do 2 after this one, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be high on success.
This came too easy.
Can we zipline those 2 cameras? Kinda want them. I mean, we don't have to. So,
I mean, we're
gonna wipe the saves anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's intentional, but I love how there's almost no startup lag on the abilities. Stuff like the slice can come out near instantly.
Did he just teleport?
Yeah, that looks like it. No, but yeah, you're right. That's intentional, and I do remember very vividly at one point they added like a small delay to the ability because they kind of wanted the animation to have a few seconds to be visible, but that felt very bad, so they changed it back again.
I think I didn't play it during that time, but that does sound like a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to sacrifice aesthetics for gameplay, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Like when you wear cool pants, they're not that comfortable.
What if you could have less cool pants but guns?
It's most Americans.
Yeah, could we do the upgrade or something?
Yeah.
I'll just do it over here by the sugar. Yeah, I'm taking constant armor damage now. Thanks, Mike. I hate it.
Constant armor damage.
Yeah, I got like the thing where my armor just ticked down.
Give me a jacket.
Oh, is that a bug or an upgrade?
I'm not sure. I mean, it just got hit by the by Chuck, the Glamourhead, but
Rock and Stoner asks, question, what are some correspond variants you guys have thought of adding into the game? We are workshopping a Jehovah's Witness that just stops you and you have to have like a quick time conversation with them where you press buttons to get through the conversation. And then at the end they give you a pamphlet which takes up an inventory slot. Working on those, but they probably won't be in before the next playtest. Just after one shots after reloading.
I'm not really a fan of merch, but Ghost Ship knows what the fans want. I'm a big hoodie person, and it looks great. Can't wait to receive it. Hey, that's awesome, DJ. I hope you guys enjoyed the little video me and Aaron did, by the way.
Yeah, I like that. I think it turned out pretty good.
ow.
Ouch. Alright. Let's go.
Dude, if anyone wants to trade eyeballs, my right eyeball is so itchy. I've got the most nuts.
I would come itch it, but I don't think that'll help.
Hey LinkedIn, today one of my colleagues supported me in the most inspiring way. He heard me mention my pollen allergy, and he knew how difficult it can be and what an effect it can have on my productivity. So, when I was working, he stood by my desk and itched my eyeball really hard and mashed his knuckles super hard into my eyeball. Some people might think this is unorthodox, but I found it to be a really awesome and inspiring way to support your colleagues. How have you been supported by your coworkers? Let me know in the comments.
Oh, and by the way, afterwards he felt really bad, so he bought me flowers. Right, put the lime in the coconut, as they say.
And you shake it up. I used to have a LinkedIn burner account. I forgot the name and the login of it, but just like it would just kind of role play. Would just like role play like an NPC guy.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds fun.
I didn't have anyone that followed me. I would just make posts about a pretend job.
CEO of some company.
Kind of sucks at some point if you do that and your burner account just becomes more successful than you.
Just get
Better stories to tell.
Get a real
Getting
job.
paid more.
No, I think I used to work at like a startup, and just because there's so much like LinkedIn guy language there, I just sort of tried to like do that, and so I just I think I made my job title like of like assistant account executive on a dynamic productivity solutions product or something, and just posted about that. Fun little hobby. Good to have hobbies, you know.
Oh, found a hole.
Ah.
Hole in the ground.
Don't worry, he's joining you down there, Mark.
No.
They all float down there.
Could really use some health, though.
Is the where's that bows? See that bows?
He's up here.
Got that dog.
Can I shoot that bows? Where's that bows? Get over here.
I am all out of ammo. And I also can't find any
Right
ammo.
here. There's
What's
plenty more.
ammo there?
Oh, nice. But it's right next to the boss, though.
Quiet. Okay, almost got him.
Oh, no. Can someone guard me up on the... Alright, I'll grab this.
We don't need to. I'm going for the 3-pointer.
And Jacob going up into the rim, going up for the
Got
the
the
layup.
puck where he was.
He lines
There
up
we
the
go.
shot, and it goes in. That's a three-pointer to the Reclaimers here, tying the game, bring it out, and it's a. Ace Play Pony said, love the merch video, peak editing, also the sensor on the loot bug plushie after opening it.
Yeah, that was Darren's idea.
No, that wasn't. That was Mark's idea. Yeah, don't listen to Mark.
I'm gonna go for a drink refill. Who wants some?
I'm still nursing the one that Aaron gave me. So.
Yeah, I'm still sipping on my slow style.
Grabbing one for myself then. Be right back.
A fun thing about the Ghost Ship office is we have soda privileges on Thursdays and Fridays. And I guess there's nothing stopping you in theory from taking it on other days other than...
Didn't they move it from Friday to Thursdays and then people just kept doing it on Fridays?
Yeah, because
we're bad boys.
I think we decided that if we all do it on Fridays, no one's going to stop us, which is us reverse engineering unions. Memeroid said, did the Reclaimer just say, for Carl? Yeah, probably. I think a lot of the lines we use, I have no idea. The lines we use, a lot of them are ported over from Deep Rock Galactic. Earlier we were talking about having to, I think, doing some character work on establishing the Reclaimers as a different breed of dwarf. The lore of it, for those that aren't tuned in, is that the Reclaimers are sort of the private mercenary force of Deep Rock Galactic. They're the ones that are sent in to do the job when it gets too hot for the regular DRG mining dwarves. And we've got the same voice actor for the Reclaimers, and I think right now the challenge or the goal right now is to try and figure out how to write the voice lines and re-record them, and so to give this sense of these are not your hard scrabble working miners. These are sort of elite soldiers with their own culture and mindset. So that's probably going to be a task for. I know Mikkel's doing that. He mentioned that I'd wanted my help on it, so we'll probably be working on that in the coming weeks.
Harper is saying if you take a soda on non-soda days, Søren won't be mad at you, just disappointed. Is that just for the Friday, or is it like in general? Because I mean, I have some points I can use on some disappointment without it having any consequences. So I'm just I could go for like a Tuesday soda once in a while, maybe.
I've sometimes gone for a Wednesday soda when it's like if it's a bank holiday on a Friday and we don't have work then. And my rationale is that Wednesday is effectively Thursday on those weeks, so that soda day applies to that.
Yeah, you miss all the soda Thursdays you don't take.
And I think a lot of people disagreed with that, but nobody stepped in. So. Nder on YouTube says, what is the equivalent of Greenbeard Reclaimers in normal DRG? Not sure I understand what you're asking. A Greenbeard...
Like, what would you call a noob reclaimer? Like a new dwarf in DRG is a green beard, right? And an experienced one is a gray beard.
Yeah, okay. What's a noob reclaimer?
We still have beards here, so I guess it's not that different, but I'm not sure if it's going to be actual game lore.
Did we come up with the Greenbeard Greybeard thing, or was that a community?
No, I'm fairly sure that's actually a community thing. Oh shit!
Dude, did we get new barrels?
I think we got like a shitty approximation of like the old barrel, but I kind of like. I like something about it because you can. I think you do like a thing where it just spins.
Yeah, the physics are even worse.
Perpetual motion. Get like a decent speed going, and we can maybe.
Somebody Brofovich in YouTube says, what stage has the game achieved so far? Is it alpha, beta, gamma? Are games even in gamma? I see a lot of DRG models in the heads-up display, dwarves, etc. Are they placeholders? The game is currently in alpha, so a lot of it, like the UI and the heads-up display, that's all going to get an overhaul. The dwarves actually have it's a new dwarf model in this game, and one of the big our big focus right now at this stage has been getting gameplay functionality and the core loop of it up and running, and so that's meant that we've used a lot of DRG placeholders, and so I think the over the coming months will be an ongoing process of swapping out DRG assets for Rogue Core originals. Space Badger says, hi, a ghost ship. I was wondering if you could maybe tell when there might be a possible next round of playtest admissions. I've racked up over 600 hours in DRG, and I really want to try Rogue Core. Yeah, the next playtest, we don't quite know yet. The next round of let me put it like this. The next round of invites will go out with the next playtest, and we don't yet know when the next playtest will be. Hopefully within a month. But you know, don't hang us up on that. That's just sort of a temporary goal. Whoa, what the fuck? What did you get? Is that cake, Mark?
There's second dessert in the kitchen.
Second
Because
dessert?
it's Jenny's birthday.
Oh shit! Why didn't you bring
it?
Why didn't you bring it?
What is it?
I think it's a pie of some sort.
Apple? Oh, looks good as fuck.
And vanilla sauce on top. I haven't tried it yet.
All right,
Hey
chat.
Mark, you need to swirl on your chair. I can't see your cake. Holy shit!
All right, chat. Me and Jacob are gonna go get some cake.
Yeah. While Mark is freestyle rapping.
Mark, can you watch Mark, can you watch the kids while I go smoke?
I'll see you in a bit. All right, I'll give you guys a cake review. It is apple pie. Very nice. Oh my god, this is delicious, chat. Did you bring enough pie for everyone? How many arms do you guys think I have? I only have one arm, and what am I saying? I only have two arms. One for the cake, and one for a Coke. That was such an office moment. How will the pie affect the morale of the team? Bro, my morale predictions for this cake are pretty high. This is amazing. Oh my god. All right, now, I don't know which questions the others have been answering while I was gone. Can you guys add cake to DRG? That would be pretty sick, Rock and Stoner. Oh, what cake would the dwarves enjoy, chat? Let's think. Let's brainstorm for a moment. Like a mud cake? I did not just tag Jenny saying she got doxed in the stream. I think it's fine that you guys know it's her birthday today. You guys should go and say congrats. It is edible, confirmed. A triple chocolate cake, golden cake, Rocky Road. Do you guys think they would put red sugar in the cake? Maybe like a red sugar cake? A German chocolate cake? I don't think I've ever had a German chocolate cake. Any cake with alcohol? I don't know if you guys have that. We have this thing called romkugler in Denmark, and it basically translates to rum balls. And I think it's like all the excess dough from bakeries and stuff that's mushed together in like a chocolate ball of some kind, and then they add the rum to it. It's very nice. You guys should get it if you ever come to Denmark. Æbleskewer is nice too. I love æbleskewer. There's actually a kind of cake where it looks like a geode. Okay, I haven't tried that one. Morkite cake. What would a morkite cake taste like? I don't think it would be very on brand for Deep Rock to authorize the dwarves to eat morkite.
What's up, guys? Did I miss anything?
This is really good, Aaron.
Yeah, dude, the cake's fucking banging.
Did you taste it already?
I had a bite while I was walking back to the room. Yeah, this fucking rocking. So happy birthday to Jenny. What's Jenny's title at Ghost Ship? Backend programmer?
Backend engineer, something?
Tech engineer type of person.
Tech engineer?
Anyway, happy birthday to Jenny. Jenny, if you're watching this stream's for you, and thank you for the cake. It's delicious. Mm.
Pickled nitra pie? That sounds pretty sick. I've been brainstorming with chat what the dwarves would be eating if they had cake.
Also, chat, what kind of tasty treats have you guys had lately?
Yeah.
Let me know in the comments if you've had some sort of yummy little morsels, some tasty little bites. If anything's made you go yum and rub your tummy, let us know. Because, dude, this cake, woo-wee, it's doing it.
Did that buy us enough time to finish the cake?
This is really good.
That's fucking phenomenal. What is this, a crumble?
It's almost like
Yeah.
it's like an apple pie crumble thing,
It's
right?
apple crumble, yeah.
And what's the because there were two kinds. There was one
Berry
with
something.
berries on top, yeah. And I think the other one was just a plain one. But holy shit, it's good.
Oh, wow. Pepper Ice Cream says, I made a burnt Basque cheesecake a few weeks ago, and I think it's the best thing I've ever baked. It was amazing. Sounds fucking banging. I love a cheesecake. I love a Basque cheesecake even more, dude.
What's the difference between a regular cheesecake and a Basque cheesecake?
A Basque cheesecake is constantly fighting for independence from the Spanish crown, but it has a sort of like a caramelized top type of thing. Sort of like a
Sounds good.
it's not the same, but you know how like a creme brulee has a
Yeah,
kinda-
yeah. Oh, I love creme brulee.
yeah, it's sort of like that, and it usually doesn't have a graham cracker biscuit bottom like a conventional cheesecake does. It's just a or it does. I don't think it does.
You know what, Pepper Ice Cream? I can't believe you didn't share with us. I mean, Jenny did. Be more like Jenny.
Yeah, that's true. Treat report from the chat. Otherwise, we got a cinnamon roll. Somebody had a blueberry tart lately. Fucking love that. Frail snail protein shake. Love those too. Some really good protein shake varieties out there. We got a nearby ice cream place selling marshmallow malt. Yes, sir. Love me a malt. Can't get a malt too easy in Europe. They're shake. This is shake country over here. We got beans and rice. Not technically a treat, but it is tasty. I think it can be a treat, but
I just gotta ask
Organic.
for a friend. What's a malt?
A malt is a shake with the addition of malted milk powder, which is I was trying to explain this to someone recently. How the fuck? What's
Probably
malt?
to me.
It's like a God, I really don't. Chat. If anyone is from North America, I could use some help explaining what malted milk powder tastes like. It's a. I'm blanking on words. Anyway, it tastes 80% the same as a shake. It's just some extra kind of flavor to it.
Dark Skull Mage is saying thicker milkshake, kind of.
Other treat eaters, we got chocolate chip cookies, we got strawberry tarts in here. Yummy, 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 yummy. Snickers ice cream bar, shit slaps. Yes, it do. Key lime pie is the best. Key lime pie is fucking banging and easy to make. Candied apple. Oh yeah, I saw people selling those at the medieval festival.
Wait, were you at the medieval festival thing too?
Yeah, I went on Monday.
Holy shit! Wait, how long does it last?
It goes for 4 days. It was over
Okay.
from
Oh, I
Friday to Saturday.
forgot Monday was a public holiday.
Yeah, I went with
You were just in here working all by yourself.
Yeah. No.
Are you ready to core?
yeah, I'm ready to go.
A lot of people.
I
in the office
switched to
went that,
Falconer if anyone wants to do the slicer. I can switch back to slicer if.
I can.
I was
can-
hoping one of the Guardians
Oh.
would switch, Mark.
I'll do it. Get out of
Okay.
here.
Just so we get like a. Boom.
Oh, dude, I love eating treats. Yum. Hold on, let me put some enhancements on. Unless I don't have any unlocked. Please. Please, sir, no. Bullseye.
that sound. Oh, is it the count? Is it the countdown?
It's a brown note.
Oh, it's so fucking banging. Very good chocolate layer. Oh, dude, it fucking makes me so happy to hear the whole treat eating, hear the whole chat eating yummy treats. Mark, what's the best if you had to make a treat, if you had to bake something or prepare it yourself? If you had to make a treat for your life, if you were held hostage by some terrorists who had a sweet tooth, and you had to they were going to execute you on stream unless you made it
On stream?
Yeah.
Why on stream
The terrorists aren't
specifically?
me and Jacob, and we don't have plans.
That's
to
a
not
very
prophetic in any way,
morbid
Mark.
extra detail. That's super
No, Mark.
unnecessary.
It's just
Well, I'm trying to help you
it's
get.
complete coincidence we're talking about this while we stream.
I'm trying to help you get immersed in the scenario. If you had to make a treat for your life,
Oh shit! I think I don't know. I don't think I
Like, if you're sitting in the streaming room right now and Aaron was pointing a gun at you saying, make me a treat, Mark, what would you make him?
The barrier is pretty high. I was gonna say Hindbas needed.
Yeah? Can you make a good one?
I've done it once, supervised by my girlfriend.
You brought it to work, right?
So I could probably not do it myself. And it's also it's a simple treat, right? So I'm not sure it would be sufficient for that scenario.
Simple.
But oh, what else? I rarely bake, actually.
Mark, it sounds like you're getting killed, dude. It sounds like you're not.
Nah, I don't think I think I'm not gonna make it.
Sounds like
I
you're
might
not
just
eating
make
your way out
make
of
the
this.
best out of it. Just accept my fate, and be like, you know what?
Mark's just like, I have Oreos. I'll just have some Oreos as my last meal.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Got the
Oh,
slivers
shit.
over in Twitch says deep fried Milky Way on a stick equals Minnesota State Fair goodness. That is, as a fellow Minnesotan, I agree with you. However, credit where credit's due. I believe the Glaswegians beat us to it. They over there, it's a deep fried Mars bar, and as I understand, every school child has to eat 3 of them a day in school, and that's why Glaswegians have such a low life expectancy.
I had one once, and I wasn't like, I wasn't thinking I'm going back to that.
It's something that's like awesome to have a bite of, and then then you're like,
it's nice
okay, I
to
get
try, but that's oh shit.
Hold on, I still need to know what you guys would bake.
No, it's fine.
it. Mine would be chocolate chip cookies. I can bake really.
chocolate
I can
cookies,
I can bake very very good chocolate chip cookies. Other than that, I would say my baking skills are like limited. I don't know. I can follow instructions, but it's not like I'm like a passionate or super clever baker. But I can make extremely good, just like out of a fucking TV show chocolate chip cookies.
Do you make them like a bit? Do you prefer them soft or?
Oh yeah. You always got to underbake them just a little bit, because that's where the magic happens. A crispy chocolate chip cookie, no good. You may as well fucking smack me in the fucking mouth if you're gonna.
Yeah, and it gets a bit more exciting if there's like potentially still a bit salmonella in it, right? From the eggs.
Like an execution on the
yeah.
line.
Yeah, that too. By salmonella, that would be.
Live streamed one.
Jacob, what about you? What's your
talking baking goods?
what's your life-saving treat?
Does it have to be baked?
It could be a pudding or an ice cream.
I mean, I'll just go for ice cream, I think.
You can make ice cream.
No.
To make it yourself, Jacob.
Yeah,
Just-
just
Then I'll just do that. I mean, does
That's the
that
premise.
fit my current skill level?
No, Jacob, imagine it's like, you remember the scene from the first Iron Man where he's trapped in that laboratory
Yeah.
and shit? And he has to make his Iron Man suit to get out of it. Imagine that, but it's Gordon Ramsay keeping you hostage, and you have to make a treat in his kitchen, and otherwise he kills you.
Don't forget, these guys need to die within the zone. Right?
What song?
The orb zone?
I don't know, man.
I'm taking damage from something constantly. Is that
I mean,
I think you take damage in the zone.
I'm an ice cream person, so I'd just probably go with that. But other than that, I'd probably go with like a classic, like Japanese lemon cake.
Ooh, yeah, Tommy cake is really good too.
Oh, I do love a Torma cake. Oops.
If you don't know what that is, chat, and you probably don't, it's kind of like a white spongy cake, but it has like a layer of like sugar and coconut flakes on top. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's really good.
Oops.
Oh, that was a nice slice.
Thanks, Mark. Piece of shit, Mark. Ace Pony, meanwhile on game news and not treat news, Ace Pony says, Reclaimers may be elite dwarves, but will they sneak in some witty comments at some point? Yeah, for sure. Wouldn't, do you think, oh, dude, totally this. Yeah, no, they absolutely will. I mean, I don't want them to be like fucking stand-up comedians, but I think that the example that most often gets thrown around in sort of how we want the character to be is the colonial marines from Aliens, the second one in the series, where they're like, they're badass space troopers, but they're also like, yeah, come get some, and they got like banter and shit like that. So it's not like they're fully fucking like Hurt Locker type of soldiers, but they've got a banter and a jargon and a culture around them. So that's kind of the
buddies.
base inspiration point. Oh, definitely getting vampire.
I think the dwarves would enjoy Ulke. Yeah, Ulke is good too. It's really
Never had that.
Oh, this would be insane for me, guys.
What?
Precision regen, because I got the cooling unit, so I can keep my armor up.
If you can hit.
And also I use the Devastator, which has... Oh, without missing a weak point.
Yeah, good luck with that, Mark.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna be.
I think
bit
it used to be
difficult.
worse. It used to be like 5 shot for 2%. But I think
think this one's
they kind of changed that. I think this is better, but it's still hard. I think Tim tested it and he managed to get like two ticks or something in during an entire game.
Oh, I hear someone's gun being stuck. Our Guardian's
Probably mine.
weapon audio.
Sick.
I hear it too though. Oh, it's gone. Alright, we haven't gotten the bio booster yet, right? Did everyone get the workbench?
No, where's it?
Back. Go back. It's a down
Oh,
in
what
the
the
pit.
fuck?
Upstairs somewhere?
No, down in the pit.
Oh, in the pit. Ah, this pit.
Well.
Pits.
Somebody's asking, what was our main inspiration for the enemy factions in DRG games? If you are asking about Deep Rock Galactic, I think
That's
just
some spiders, right?
yeah, like bugs and
Bugs,
insects.
yeah.
That's not super inspiring.
I think the like the bugs in Starship Troopers the movie.
Yeah.
Has some inspiration. I think mostly maybe for the later, like the slasher. Has a bit more of that feel to it.
Yeah. I think for Rogue Core, I know that the what's that movie? Is it The Abyss? No, not The Abyss. The Descent. That,
Oh yeah.
A horror movie about some spelunkers where they get trapped in this cave and there's sort of like weird, like humanoid, naked goblin type of things that are fucking them up. I know that Mikkel loves that movie, and I think that was a big inspiration for, especially I think that was a big inspiration for Correspond being somewhat humanoid.
Got the bio booster up here. Oh shit.
I have so many enemies on me.
Kill him, Mark.
Yeah, you should shoot them, dude. You should definitely shoot them.
We didn't bring you to like talk about him.
Really happy I got the cooling unit thing.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's really good. As long as your armor's up.
Oh, armor. You mean the thing that immediately disappears all the time? Love that. Oh, fuck, I'm out. Shit.
Have you thought about a medic class for Rogue Core? I don't think we have a concept for something like that yet, but I mean...
I think Mike said something about it's definitely more likely
Yeah.
to have a class that can do something like that.
Yeah, I was just about to say that's like that's one of the cool things about Rogue Core being like a separate game with a lot more opportunity.
Though I do think that the gameplay sort of relies on there not being one currently. That maybe they can make it work. Like with the red sugar and so on. I think that's
Where was the bio booster?
upstairs.
Upstairs?
You can take the elevator.
Yes.
Then get off at the top, and then you turn right, and it's right there.
Nice.
There's no ammo here? Oh, it's all back in the other cave. I'm gonna. Should I just call the?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's fast. Very efficient. This is a 2. Maybe it's just
Yeah.
because there's no scorchers.
Also, I have a much better weapon than I did the first time around.
Somebody's asking about, are there any plans to add more traversal tools in Rogue Core for the basic part? That's kind of, Tim we were talking about this, and it's sort of a tricky one because not to be like, oh, well, we nailed it, but I think the issue that the game designers run into is that it's really hard to figure out a traversal tool right now that like fills a meaningfully different niche than the ones we already have. And so they end up just kind of feeling like reskins of the existing tools. And so, I don't know, like between, I guess, them counting jetty boots, like it's pretty difficult to think of one that's not just some variant of what we've got.
And I think we even removed the grappling hook recently, right?
Is it fully
I think
removed?
it's out. It's out. It's going to patch this. Elevator's open.
Elevator's open.
Come on.
It's a very, very easy extraction this time.
Yeah, this was we got.
It's an extraction snoozer.
Man, these death streams are like watching your friends get drunk and party while you have an exam tomorrow morning. How about a jump pad as a traversal tool? That sounds pretty sick. That could be kind of cool.
I feel like the fall damage sort of counters the fun of that, but maybe if it adds some sort of fall damage removal. Or what are we? Artifact. What the weapons though?
Curious asks, question, during the second and third waves of your playtest, you said you sent out a couple thousand invites, but the maximum peak during this playtest were about 150 players. Why? I don't know what the exact peak was, but I think something you need to think about is there's a difference between how many people have the game and how many are playing at the exact same time, and the difference between how many people, like, I don't know, how many people have a copy or have access to a game is it is not going to necessarily, like, it's not like everyone drops what they're doing and plays at the same time. It's also spread between different time zones and across different days. We send out invites, but we can't guarantee that, you know, people redeem it, people play it, people are available that time. So it starts to get really tricky from our end and demanding if suddenly we have to do follow-up and say, okay, of these thousands of invites, how many people are really playing it that should revoke or send out more like that? It would be unrealistic to try and handle that from our end. So we send them out to that number, but it is out of our hands when these people play or how often. So the number the number of people playing at any one time is going to always be significantly lower than the total copies or access keys handled.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at that Deep Rock, I think I guess we're around like 10 million copies sold, right? But our max peak of concurrent users at the very top has been 55k maybe.
Yeah, that's a good point. So that's whatever percent of 55,000 out of 10 million is the ratio of Deep Rock Galactic. So you have to think that also whatever 120 that you could maybe expect a similar ratio for Rogue Corp, maybe a little more, because maybe people that have it are a little more motivated to play it in that period, but who knows?
Yeah, and it also varies a lot, on a game genre basis, right? So like survival games tend to amass a huge number of concurrent players because people usually play them for many hours consecutively. Whereas Deep Rock, for instance, is more of a game you jump in, you play a couple of missions, and then you move on.
Yeah,
And
it is an alpha.
Yeah, and also an alpha, which is going to have an even, will probably bring average playtime even lower, because I think there'll be, you know, some people that'll think, oh, this is fucking awesome already, I won't play in a couple hours, but I think realistically going to be a bigger share of people that play it for an hour and think, yeah, this is pretty cool, I get the idea, and then just don't go for it again. So I think all those things are worth keeping in mind with these playtests. And we talked about this last time as well, and I totally get the frustration that there are a lot of people that want to play this, and we get it, and we are very flattered by it. We think it's fucking awesome that there are as many people that there are that really want to get into this closed alpha and play it. And we want to do our best to accommodate that and meet people, but there's also to be, you know, at the end of the day, the point of a closed alpha is not to let as many people in as possible.
Hold on, I'll just drop this off.
Toss it to me, I could take that straight on mine.
The point of a closed alpha is for us to test certain features and systems in the game to make sure that the balance and functions are working like we want, to make sure it's technically working. And so for us, it starts to defeat the point of it if we let in, you know, hundreds of thousands of people. Suddenly there's too much feedback for us to really even like process. So
Don't forget to grab your weapon before you head to the workbench.
yeah, full auto double magazine.
I took my workbench first because I like risk.
I would love this. So anyway, that is to say, we're trying to meet the demand there, but we also have to limit it, because if we let in way too many people, we just get flooded with feedback, and suddenly it's impossible for us to, or way difficult for us to actually figure out what people think of the game and get the feedback we're looking for. So we're flattered and excited about how many people are interested, but it also sort of creates a little bit of a pickle for us because it puts us in a position where it also means a lot of people are going to be disappointed by not getting let in. But I promise that everyone who wants to play Rogue Core will get an opportunity to do it at some point in the future. It may be later, but you'll never. You won't be out in the cold forever. Are these sticky traps good?
I think they're really good.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Not good enough that you picked it.
No, because for my build, this one would be better. Wait, I don't have any. I can't pick any upgrades on the workbench.
Oh no.
Rip.
Really? Oh fuck, that sucks.
Is that a bug or?
It looks like it. I think it might be because I picked max ammo, maybe.
And that's just like a bugged one that cuts it out for you.
Yeah, if
maybe.
you already have your weapon up, you already have your weapon fully.
Yeah,
upgraded?
no. It's only blue. I only have 2 attributes on my. I'll report that one.
Pookie Post says, will there be any new weapons in Rogue
My
Core,
Falcon
or will
doing?
it just use the ones from Deep Rock Galactic? No, there will be new weapons. We've already 4 or 5, something like that.
Yeah, we're also working on more. I think Mike said.
Yeah, so there will be new weapons.
The core spawn can sense you here.
Oh no.
There's a group of hostiles on their way right now. Hostiles inbound.
Oh shit! What the fuck? Oh, come on, fucking bugs here. Oh, dope! I forgot that I have this perk where killing an enemy restores 1 bullet, or just says 1 round into the magazine, but I have the grenade launcher.
Oh,
So
nice.
I just get a kill, it's just an instant
Oh shit,
reload.
I'm out of ammo. Oh, there it is.
Is there anything in this room?
There's a fucking
Oh, yeah.
dicky old event.
Let's do that one real quick.
Yeah. Pony asks, where on the page can you apply for the closed alpha? When you click the Rogue Core title card, it brings you to the Steam page of Gun Touchables. I'm not sure where you're looking, but you have to go on Steam and look in the store page for Rogue Core, and there is a green button that says Request Access, and you click that, and so it's run through Steam. So if you get selected in a later playtest, you'll get it both a notification on Steam, and then it'll also send a thing to your email, letting you know.
Which Road Core title card? I'm curious now.
Yeah, wait, also, where were you that you're running into the thing for Gun Touchables? Because that maybe something through the email? Sometimes we reuse like a link there.
Ah.
Maybe. How many in total things are we digging out here?
Let me check. 8.
8?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Don't
What are we,
start any
minor?
waves, I'm not on health.
Uh-oh. Oh, 3 of these geode things.
Ah, that's inconvenient. Question: are there any other games you're planning to play on stream other than horde shooters? I mean, that varies. I think we found like we played Jump Ship, the Jump Ship demo on Tuesday, which I wouldn't say is a horde shooter. And then we played Business, which I guess is depending on your definition of horde shooter. We're playing Helldivers with Arrowhead later this month. Is that a horde shooter?
I think you could make the argument that that's a horse shooter.
That's a horde in it. You can shoot it. I guess. It's, thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
I still need ammo though. I know.
There's still one expedite gem left. But, oh wait, maybe it's this one.
The expedite gem.
Could be.
Rifts are open, reclaimers. Eliminate abomination.
Forbes says, hello, do you know when you are expanding Rogue Core Alpha Access, guys? Rock and Stone. We don't know concretely, no. It'll be for the next playtest, which hopefully is within like a month, but we don't know yet. In either case, it'll probably be a couple weeks before we send up more invitaciones.
This would be very useful for me.
Hostiles inbound. It's you or them.
Wow, I can really spam grenades now. This is rocks.
Damage.
I'm gonna get back to the elevation.
Yeah.
Be asking expected price point for Rogue Core on release, probably similar to Deep Rock Galactic. We don't know specifics yet. We've gotten that far. But
Not gonna
I
be
would
like
expect-
Borderlands for $80 there.
Exit elevator now, reclaimers.
How many Mario Kart worlds is this gonna cost me?
One Borderlands for.
You're pushing the
Ah shit.
back to where they came from, reclaimers.
Oh fuck! You need help, Jacob.
I could use some help, but it's not.
Somebody help me.
Ouch, something hurts here.
I've gotten helped. I don't have time for the
Consider
ammo.
him.
My butt.
Prepare
Coming.
for extraction, reclaimers.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's worth it though.
Defend yourselves until the lift arrives.
I mean, if you are waiting for the order anyway. It's,
We've reached the highest
I'm taking constant tick damage from something.
barracks accompanied by
oh shit, there. Exit is over. What the fuck is going on here?
Firstborn is blocking us. No!
Oh.
Ouch.
threat level maximum, reclaimers. Don't make this operation a wasted investment.
When searching on Google, it brings up the Ghost Ship website where thank you for signing up for the playtest. And it's because I think we also ran a playtest for Untouchables, but what we really want is the Steam store page.
Yeah.
I'm down right in front of the elevator.
Okay. Is the elevator open?
Yeah, our fourth guy, he got down in the elevator.
Really?
Yeah. I think you should just go in there and then deal with tentacles on the next stage.
I got fucking down. Wow! Well, no.
Wow.
What?
No!
Oh, that's bullshit.
Rip.
Oh, Blending Blood says, when searching on Google, it brings up the Ghost Ship website where it thanks you for bringing up the playtest.
I think it's because of the untouchable
Yeah.
thing. From
No,
the,
that was a landing page for people that like clicked a newsletter link or something like that. So that's not going to work. The way you need to do it is through the Steam page by clicking that access button. Damn, that was a bullshit loss. I had a good build too.
Yeah, rip.
Do you think we have time? Should we go one more?
Yeah, we should go.
Mission selected. Time to reclaim this facility.
Oh, Mark Churius says the reason behind the question I asked is I thought you guys should check out Barrow Trauma. Looking at the team you got, you guys might really.
Yes.
You were just talking about that the other day.
Yeah, we're just talking about Barotrauma. I really want to check it out.
Me too. I have it in my library, but I have not.
We're gonna drown you two so much. It's gonna be
Okay, fine.
great fun.
Unless I bake you the best treat you've ever had.
Oh, this is gonna be Diamond King.
Pokepoo says, will there be modding support for Rogue Core like how DRG has modding support? Unknown. Depends on how Rogue Core does and whether we think it would be fun enough to warrant the time investment. Oh yeah. Anoba says, loving the stream, guys. Wondering when the game is complete, is there consideration to transfer unlocked cosmetics from DRG to Rogue Core? No, that's where we're not going to do that. I think one reason being that it would, this is right now only going to be on launching on PC, so it would be sort of suck for like DRG console players that you just couldn't get your stuff in there while PC players could. But also, just aesthetics-wise, this is Reclaimers are their own class of dwarf. Reclaimers are their own class of dwarf, and they've got their own aesthetic school. And I think sort of this game is aiming to be slightly more serious. So I think that if you had your badass military Reclaimers that were wearing like fucking summer event floppy flamingo hats, it would kind of take away from things. So no. TNT Tree says, can you explain why the health shield system is the way it is? It feels like the shield is largely meaningless. Most of the time it sits at 0. That is just about exactly how I feel. And so I don't have a good explanation for it. Mike designed it. I hope we're tweaking it.
There's a pretty complex design behind it that's super hard to explain, but it does make sense. It essentially it blocks more consecutive hits. If you're hit multiple times,
could you
like
take a pic while you're talking?
oh shit, it's me, sir.
Take the green. Got 8 seconds.
Oh,
7
these
seconds.
are
Okay,
so
Mark.
boring.
Holy shit!
So as I understand it, when you take one hit from one enemy, a chunk of your armor is marked for removal. And if you then take another hit while you have armor already marked, you take less damage on the second hit. It's something like that. We should get Mike on to explain it.
So it like mitigates your damage, and then there's a cooldown before that part of the armor. So you keep the armor for a little while.
Like, I follow his logic. I just think in practice it just ends up being sort of something I end up being like annoyed by more than anything else.
I miss shields. But I feel like there's a lot of cool abilities like working with the armor. I'm just.
If it were easier to get armor back, it's mostly that it's really easy to lose and it feels like a pain in the ass because there's so many. Like, if it were easier to fucking pick it up or have perks that regain it and shit, I'd be cooler with it. But
yeah, I mean, you can do builds around it. Just feel like I don't feel they pay off.
Yeah, that's that. Dovakick says, of all these streams I've been to, I haven't seen any of Driller's primary weapons so far. Are they not in Rogue Core? No, they're not. I think, as I understand it, the reason behind it being all of Driller's weapons are elemental, and we've got our own, or Rogue Core has a new elemental system that's entirely different from Deep Rock Galactic. So it didn't have it would have. There's too many weapon upgrades and upgrade systems in Rogue Core that like rely on say hit scan weapons or like elemental buffs that just would not work with Driller's toolkit. So unfortunately not. It'd be kind of cool if you could pick it up as like an equipment or something.
Gonna release the Expedite bulk.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's fucking do it.
I desperately need a new weapon though. This one is not doing it for me.
But you had
What's
first
wrong with
pick,
the
Mark?
vanilla Sabata, Mark?
I don't think it's even the Sabata. I think it's actually different from the Sabata, but it
It's supposed to be better.
feels similar.
Guys, I immediately got one shot at it.
Says something about how bad the Sabata is.
Deadman Watkins says, do elements still interact? Thermal shock and such. Yeah, they do.
And they will get cooler
Put
effects
it in
in Rogue Core. I'll revive Aaron while you run off with the bulk.
We're done. That's like a total of 4 Expedite.
So like temperature shock will look cooler and stuff like that. So there's better feedback when you actually get one of those things.
Another one that's different about the Rogue Core elemental system is where Deep Rock has some, say, opposite elements in the way that if you were a cryo driller and cooling someone down, you could get that negated by someone doing fire damage. In Rogue Core, there's none of them that are direct opposites in the same way. So the way that they all work is that they just all build up, which makes it easier for teammates to. So if all of you have acid, then it's super easy to proc acid, and that there's sort of not the same like friction between the elemental buildup in the same way that you can sometimes run into in Deep Rock. Take damage, cool enemies for. This makes the most sense for me. Nice. Newsco says, if we keep armor as it is, a lot of DRG veterans are going to have to really pay attention to how far down various drops are instead of just running right off ledge, chipping away at their armor and health. Armor as it is not affected by fall damage. That just goes straight to health. So that's one part that we got going on.
I got my eyes on this one.
This is better for my health.
This is OST is phenomenal in this game. That is the work of Sophis, same guy on the Deep Rock soundtrack.
Does anyone have a currently have a cooldown on their primary?
No.
Do we have what?
A cooldown on your primary ability. I got one where when I use mine, you get a boost, like 5% boost for yours. And since I'm the Falconer, I'm thinking I could probably abuse that somehow.
Maybe.
And I'd like to try. Oh, did we get the? Yeah. Next stage, I want a new weapon, please.
Have we seen any workbenches or something?
Only buy boost.
Yeah.
I missed. What's that? No.
Workbench down here, scanning for toolkit.
That's up here.
Okay, that's right there. Ooh, just down. Woohoo! Bonk. Plugged it in. Oh, yeah, definitely armor piercing.
Or took an unnecessary amount of fall damage there.
Yeah, no, that's join the club, baby.
We've got a hostile presence inbound. Get ready.
Alright, we got a swarm, boys.
Schwarm. I found the elevator.
Roll core has fed by overclock or no? I'm
yet.
actually not sure. No? Okay.
Currently no, but it's. I think that we're right now, or last time Mike was on the stream, which was like a week or two ago, maybe just last week. Mike was mentioning looking at ways to start implementing overclocks from Deep Rock Galactic as weapon upgrades. So hopefully we will get them soon, or some form of it. This isn't to say that all overclocks are coming, but I think that it seems pretty likely that some form of overclocks will be able to get folded in as an upgrade. Is this the end of the game? I think it is. Cohen says, question, are y'all trying to change the system of selecting perks and weapons? I mean, yes, to an extent. I'm not sure what you're asking, though. I mean, the game's in early alpha, so everything's getting updated, but it depends on change in what way.
Alright, let's call the elevator.
Plenty of Expedite in here. You just
okay.
Can't carry anymore.
Braille Snail says, does every Expedite upgrade have to work with every weapon? Since it's a team game, you could argue that there would be teammates that could use it instead and solo exclude incompatible. Not quite sure I get what you're asking. If you clarify it for me. Torreya King says, from what you said before about the system Rogue Core relying on hit scan weapons at the moment, does that mean we'll only see hit scan weapons? Not every weapon in Rogue Core is hit scan right now. I know for example, the Hammercaster, one of the new weapons, which is sort of like a Warhammer bolter type of thing, but not legally actionably close enough to a bolter, is not hit scan. So, or grenade launcher, for example, is also in there. That's not hit scan.
Field blaster or the plasma carbine rifle and.
Yeah. So, not every weapon is hit scan. But all hit scans are weapons. Should I call the elevator?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's get out of here. Will says, when is this out? We are aiming for a early access release. When is it? By the end of this year or something like that? I think that's the intention, but that's our stated goal.
Ooh, there is a lot of enemies coming. Ricochet is super nice.
Ricochet rocks. Dude, if I can get another grenade launcher, I am sweet as pudding, baby. Combine Keegan says, I don't have a question, I just want to say I appreciate the hard work and transparency with the community from you guys. It's a pretty cool way to do game day. Hey, thanks Keegan, and thank you for tuning in. Rock and Stone to you, pal.
That's very kind.
He was talking to me like that.
Oh.
I'm just glad someone noticed all the hard work Aaron puts into this.
Yep, I'm the only guy working on Rogue Core.
Yeah.
Everyone else just bakes cakes for their birthdays.
There's someone.
Deadman Walken says, any plans to add yet more akimbo weapons, maybe even with some asymmetry? Dude, having like a perk for the revolvers to get like crazy ass Call of Duty, like overly tactical,
Like the Model 8087 from
yeah,
Modern Warfare 2.
just 1 for 1, we rip the asset and get sued
Yeah.
by Activision for having.
Oh, no weapon.
Oh no.
I the cave lead's such an easy. What the fuck?
Frail Snail says, flamethrower is not included in Rogue Core. Am I misunderstanding it? No, you are understanding it. The flamethrower at the moment is not in Rouge Core.
And neither is the Korai cannon or the slug or the sludge pump. The
It'd be cool if we implemented it right now. You know how you can activate those automated turrets? If you could if there were like an automated like sewer pump or something that you could activate and it just worked as a sludge sprinkler.
Yeah.
There's poo in the sack.
I'm not a huge fan of number indicators for damage. Are there plans to create another visual indicator to let me know how much damage each shot is doing in the event I turn damage number indicators off?
What do you want? Like
yeah,
butterflies? Like
Emojis.
Size of a star that just like erupts. What's what?
Yeah,
Give us some. Oh, we have the artifact here. Come slice, please.
And Roman numerals. If you have another good idea for a visual representation of numbers.
Sweet voice, congratulating you on being such a bad boy.
Yeah, I don't know what you're imagining. Shapes or like a heat bath? I don't know. I'm sorry to clown you, but I have no idea what you. No idea what you would do. I think we'll probably have the opportunity to turn damage numbers on and off. I think Mike mentioned that, but as far as like other ways to visually does it just
Stop it from screaming!
Can't see it.
Where
I
is
can't
it?
find it.
I can't see it.
That's here. There we go. I got it.
Oh, nice. Like different color / size of hit sparks.
You get colors on critical hits at least, but I mean, what color do you want? What do you
No,
want
I
us to
think
color?
I think it means like impact particles and stuff.
That sounds true.
So larger, I don't know, larger sparks when your bullets hit enemies and stuff.
You get Reddit upvotes and downvotes based on whether the damage you do is good or bad.
Get me like a mean comment thread if you're doing bad. A town award maybe.
We send you a letter with a smiley face.
Did we deposit the thing?
What?
Did we deposit it?
I didn't.
I didn't either.
Fairly sure it.
I'm loving my damage emojis. Can't tell if racehorse is better than pregnant man. Does anyone know?
Come get upgraded. I think maybe it's in there.
Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Ow! I'm hoping it's
My shins.
My shins. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, baby. I don't need the reload speed.
I'll get you a round of beer at the Ramrod.
I don't like this.
Snoof's comment.
It's like it would be like a repo thing with the emojis, right?
Oh, I feel bad for you, horse lord.
I totally see what you want to do, though.
Yeah.
Ghost Ship devs, come on our stream and ask us questions. Also, Ghost Ship devs, you ask us a question, idiot.
Fucking donkey.
What are you, an idiot?
Unbelievable. You donkey.
No.
Damage numbers, what do you mean? Oh, sorry, Chef Ramsay, I was just asking to clarify. What do you mean? They're
about like a-
numbers.
What about like a hit marker? Maybe like a larger hit marker
What
than
about a
more.
hit mark where it's a picture of you that shows up if you get it?
It's like that that guy that pops in Mortal Kombat when you do something. Can't remember what he says. Whoopee or something like that.
Oh, imagine if you had this with cooling unit.
Imagine if you
That
had
would
a
be
better
insane.
gun.
Yeah, I really want a better gun.
Please save this for me.
There are no stupid questions except yours. No.
They're stupid answers, and I think we got that one. Oh no, I need this. Oh wait, wait. I
Okay,
never
Mr.
got an
Orchard,
answer from Mike on whether, like, if I have a weapon without a magazine, what when it says magazine, what it does then.
Yeah.
Because
I don't think
basically
Mike-
this should turn like enemies into like small suns, because I have like
Health is what I need.
6k ammo or something like that.
Better for my
You have a small son.
He's getting bigger.
But for real, I play tons of fighting games, and blocked hits versus regular hits versus counter hits all have different hit markers, so you know the
Oh, yeah, okay.
properties of the move you just landed.
Yeah, like in Tekken or whatever, if you get a blocked hit. Okay, I can see what you mean. And actually, that's a fair question. Jacob was wrong for making fun of you, and he was the only one doing it. But I see what you mean. I think that it probably isn't something we'll do. If I had to guess, I think that the damage numbers are just for this type of game more important, so people can start saying upward, like, so that you get a measurable, or what a lot of people, it's like a popular fan mod in Deep Rock Galactic, but then what a lot of people also want for this game is that you can, because each run is about sort of a power creep kind of experience, that you can start saying, oh, this attack that used to do 11 damage per hit is suddenly doing fucking 36. Whoa. But so I don't think the idea is bad, really. I just think we probably, if I was a betting man, I bet we wouldn't get around to doing it.
I think the solution for the fighting games work because it's a fighting game. I'm not sure it would work in the same way in a game like this, but I mean, if
But
you
when
have
we
to convince
introduce-
Mike, and then
But when Driller gets put into Tekken 9, then we're talking, baby. Then we've got something else. That would actually be pretty cool.
where's
I think the
where is-
workbench
where-
might be in the pit.
someone must know because they definitely
Yeah,
scanned
it is.
for it.
It's
so-
down here.
Is it in the hole?
Yeah. And because you can't really see the stats for each gun at the moment, we're working on that. We're working on getting more stats in the game, so you can see exactly how much crit chance you have and how much damage you deal and stuff like that. So, and part of that is also better stats on the end screen, so you can see how much total damage you've dealt and how many enemies you've killed and all that good stuff you'd expect. Oh, this cave construction is super cool too.
Yeah, it's a nice one. It was interesting. I was looking at Tim and Harper were discussing in the art channel how they can adjust the art to sort of like follow the logic of what dwarves would have needed to dig out and how you can represent that. It's super cool.
I feel like they would need more ladders, maybe.
More chutes and ladders, perhaps.
That's more shooting.
There's ammo down here if anyone needs it.
Got a buy boost up here, but I don't think I'm in any way able to take out. Definitely not gonna do it. Buy boost up here.
How the hell do you get up there?
Zip line or the elevator?
I don't have a zip line.
I mean, no, but those stay if you put them up. Yeah, but also make it. Okay, no mind.
I'm taking the elevator in the middle.
There's bad guys up here though. That's dead. Not that much.
What's whoa, what the fuck is this? Whoa, what on earth is this cave? I did not, forgot to look up in there, so.
Excuse me.
Boning Bones says, about cosmetics, will this game have its own, but keeping in line with the tone of the game? Yeah, that's the plan. I mean, we haven't gotten around to the cosmetics part. Don't know what that's going to look like, but I would expect that. Rebel Goose asks, how finished would you guys say this game is, or how finished would this version of Rogue Core would you say it is? That's I have no
I would say
idea.
not at all. I mean, it is an alpha and it's going into early access, so it won't even be finished then, right?
Yeah, I mean, how finished is it for an alpha? How finished is it for early access? That's hard to judge.
I
Also,
feel it's very like playable and content filled for an alpha.
I would say the most I can give you on that is I would say it's good.
It'll be a game one day.
It will be a game. It'll be one of the games of all time.
Where do we have to? Oh, we have to go back, right?
Ooh. And like a bucket of red shirt. Bring it, please.
Chat, what games are you playing at the moment? I recently started getting back into RimWorld, and I got Jacob on that one too, which turned out to be incredible timing considering they announced a new DLC
Odyssey.
that's insanely, it's packed with content. Have you guys seen the new RimWorld DLC? RimWorld is so fucking good. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it at the moment. I think I've only played it for like 15 hours.
I taught
in
you a lot
total.
of things too when we talked about
Yeah.
it.
There's so
always
many
fun.
things to learn in that game. Like I feel like I've only like scratched the surface, and I'm in I'm in a bit of a weird situation with my colony. I currently have 3 colonists, and they're all male, and one of them is gay, and he keeps hitting on all the others, and they just don't want him. So he has like a constant debuff from being
It's
rejected by everyone.
Sad this time for him.
I really hope that he'll find.
And
find
it's
a
not like
partner.
he's gonna learn and not hit on the people who reject him. He'll keep on trying. So.
I currently have a quest to go rescue some guy who, I don't know, he crashed from a spaceship or something, and I really hope he's gay too.
But that's the thing. Like, even if you find someone with the same sexual orientation, there's no guarantee that they click or anything.
Is that a big thing in RimWorld? Is like just that making sure everyone's like not lonely, or what?
No, but they have a ton of different like character traits.
Okay.
And flaws and backstories that all give different.
Yeah, so the relationship gives them like if they're happy, they'll get a mood buff, right? If they have like a partner, they'll get a mood buff. But sometimes you also like find some like get a pawn that's like has some sort of just like an annoying voice or is ugly or something like that, and it's just. And you have to consider that they'll just be rejected or like scorned by pretty much anyone, and will start fights if you don't keep their mood up. It's a really good like story generator.
Yeah. Speaking of RimWorld, they have announced the new DLC. Also, I really love it, but holy moly, the DLCs are expensive. I mean, yeah, but also you have to keep in mind that the content of the DLC is almost like an entirely new game. And from that perspective, I don't personally think it's unreasonable.
Yeah, and I think for me, since I played from the start, it hasn't been like a big thing because I could just I've been able to jump on an expansion every time it came out. But I see if you're starting from like the beginning now and just it does seem like a lot. And I don't think Tynan, the developer, he's like super keen on like. Putting it on a big sale. I think it goes on sale once in a while, but it's like not a lot. But I would say it's so worth it. Such a good game.
It's one of your most played games, right, Jacob?
Yeah,
in your Steam
I think
library?
it is. Yeah. Also, my Steam library isn't counting like the hours I spent in World of Warcraft, but I definitely feel like I've gotten gotten more fun out of RimWorld, and it's a game I mean, you can also mod it like insanely much, so it's like just feel like the value of that game is almost doesn't matter what you'll pay for it. If you're going to play it, you're gonna get like your money's worth.
I will probably play Dune Awakening soon. Oh, I've been keeping an eye on Dune 2, and I'm very tempted to.
Yeah, I've played it a little bit, but I just feel so lonely
jump into that
in
one
the
too.
desert.
Alright, what do we got here?
In other words,
Oh,
Trying to get to my new weapon.
dibs on this one.
Does this make sense for me? Critical melee hits, I guess. I mean,
If you're the
I don't know.
slicer, I think it would. Yeah.
But how do I guarantee critical melee hits?
A critical chance, I guess.
Expedition 33 Game of the Year. I've heard a lot of good things about that game too.
Yeah, kind of want to get into that too, and it's on Game Pass, so I could.
Ooh, oh, this tunnel is awesome too. I actually specifically requested more like platformer type cave constructions where I had to jump between things.
We call this the Mark Cave. We call this cave room Mark.
In the trailer, there's an area that looks like a facility. Can we expect full missions / sections that take place in a smaller enclosed space, or would it be too limiting? I mean, they did just recently add like the one you're referring to in the trailer is still in the build. The big, large tunnel thing with like the blinking lights and stuff. That's still there, but it is just a smaller section.
They might be referring to the starting.
Oh, the starting room. Yeah, I don't know. We do have the starting room, but we also have bunkers now.
Yeah, it's a lot
You
of
can, like,
more things in the cave to find.
And
they seem more like inhabited, and so ammo over here, by the way.
I would really like to see like just like litter of I don't know like tools and shit like that have been laid around.
Oh, I'm ready for a weapon.
Drone, I need assistance to unlock the equipment. Lord, stop.
There to just get out of my treehouse.
Where are we going?
Oh, I've never seen that before. Like the reload animation on the shock blaster. He sticks
You
his
switch your
finger in the
finger around?
hole and it doesn't come out on the other end.
Yeah.
Oh, now it
that's a
did.
really good one.
What the?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, this is like different. There's one where it doesn't come out. There's one where the entire hand goes out. The one where the finger is just like twirled. What the hell is this?
Oh no, I'm last.
This is mine.
You get single target here. What do I want? Attention, control. You know what, guys? Nah, I'm leaving this for someone else.
This one looks best.
Sorry, Mark.
No! No!
Oh, Ricochet with the Warthog's good though, Mark.
Ugh.
Yeah, get the hog, Mark. Get the hog.
What about destructible structures? Being able to blow up stuff, have it collapse, maybe fall on some enemies to kill them would be neat. Oh, that'd be sick. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Kind of like
I don't know
the
how feasible that is, though.
stalactites, right?
Yeah. Yeah, true.
But yeah, like although it's also worth saying that like for if you think destructible, we've still got a cave left here up there. If you're thinking destructible structures and thinking like battlefield levels of things falling apart, that I think would be really impractical for Deep Rock, just because the way that the caves work and how you not only have to. It's been a really tricky programming challenge for this for Rogue Core, because we have to not only figure out how caves work and how to spawn those randomly, but then how to make a computer logic that determines how structures spawn in within those caves and then look logical like a thinking dwarf put them there, which is really tricky. And so having to also take consideration of what's it called, like having to also consider the like destruction physics with that would be really tough. Oh. Who's spotter? Someone's playing up. Mark's
That's me.
Mark, you can guarantee me those critical melee hits, which is
Oh, yeah.
strong. Yeah, Noobsco says, yeah, fair. Seen in a friend's stream where structures have intersected each other in ways that have soft locked exponent events. Yeah, that's one of the examples of just like we want to do it just from an artistic and sort of game atmosphere sense, and that it's really cool to have these lived-in mind structures. But it is, programming-wise, it's an enormous new challenge that suddenly we have to take consideration to how to put it, like, it is a really cool way to add immersion, but also a very easy way to break immersion by suddenly having this, like, structure that makes no sense. So it's a bit of a challenge, but we are doing it. Vicious.
Someone getting the...
Our friend got puked on.
Booting
What
up
was
the workbench.
Oh, nice.
Should we do with the hammer?
Hammer.
Do we have time for
Yeah.
the hammer?
Yeah, let's do the hammer.
Oh, we got time. So we just got a stubby upgraded to a 90-round magazine. My handheld LMG.
Oh, what the?
I am initiating the procedure.
Let's
There
do
we
it.
Hey!
Sorry, I thought you were an enemy.
Could be.
Terraria asks a question with the Mag Blaster, the P96 weapon, which fires 2 bullets. Does it matter if both or just one bullets hit the enemy? I believe that's just a visual effect, and it functions as one projectile. Does anyone?
Yeah, I would say so. I think it's only firing one. You can also...
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think... wait.
I always thought it's fire 2.
I mean, it doesn't leave 2 marks. It doesn't really leave any marks, so maybe that's...
I'm pretty. Even the crosshair shows 2 hit points, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
don't,
but it's
don't,
easier to
don't,
just
don't
2 dots in
believe
cross.
crosshairs.
I think it's just a trick of the eye. This is the-
This shock blast was pretty good.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get it to a point that's fun.
Yeah, I think so. It just eats up ammo like there's no tomorrow. Okay, initiating cracker. Get to the cracker. See ya,
I'm gonna get the-
suckers!
I'm getting to the elevator now.
Yeah, I'll run to the elevator too.
Oh, so you're not gonna deposit the thing with me? Let's do this. Let's do this on my own. Oh, shit.
I think you've got it with our random friend.
You bend their numbers, reclaimer. Stay focused and keep pushing. For the breach, objective complete. You're the expert.
Mugger asks,
Not like
will
my
Rogue
random
Corps be
friend is here.
He asks, will Rogue Corps be Twitch integration friendly for streamers? Asking for a friend. I don't know.
No plans on that.
No plans. I doubt it.
I'd like it though.
Yeah, I like it.
It's something we on the community side want, but
I feel like I'm hoping it's something that we can just make enough noise for after launch that we are granted it.
Your lift is on the way.
wait, where's the? Okay, no. This is fine. This is perfect.
What difficulty do you guys normally play on for these streams? In regular G-Brock, we usually play has 4, just to have a bit of breathing room to pay attention to chat to. In Roll Core, we tend to prefer facility too, because the missions are longer. And there are more opportunity for sick upgrades and stuff.
Made it. Dude, I've got a crazy fucking synergy going on.
Nice. What are you running?
So I've got the I've got ricochet bullets on the what's it called, the stubby with incendiary, and then every time I get a kill, it lowers my cooldown on the sword. And then the sword's got I get replenish ammo with it as well, so I can get the I can with a swarm active I can just get an immediate power up back or immediate energy sword back in like 3 seconds. Very cool.
Sick.
Okay.
Yeah. Pac-Man0423 saying, hi, due to some health issues, I prefer auto fire guns, minigun, autocannon, fire thrower, Aegis laser, etc. Can I stay with this kind of weapon in RC at all times, or will the game force you to take a gun you're not good with? I don't think we have any considerations on like having a specific weapon type present at all time, and even if we did, there would be no guarantee that you would get it because like, hits are turn-based. So regards to that kind of accessibility, I don't think we'll have it. Not sure, maybe it's something you could add like in the options or something like that, but probably something that needs to be like a fairly significant demand for it to make it into the game. But
I hear a
leech. Multiple leeches. Still getting leeched. Thing.
more leeches. Oh shit.
Noobscoo says, question, have you actually been getting enough direct feedback from Rogue Core testers, or have most people just been playing without actually providing feedback? We've definitely been getting enough feedback. I mean, you're right in that the majority of play testers just play without necessarily going and popping in a Discord and actively like having a conversation with us, but that's, you know, we expected that, and also we get, it's valuable even if somebody just... Yeah, and it's valuable for us even if people just, the playtesters play it and then that's all they do and they don't necessarily like go on Discord and talk about it because the game telemetry can tell us about playtime or causes for game crashes and things like that. So there's still a lot of use from that. So yes, we are getting.
And also the people that actually, you know, take the time to leave feedback also tend to be the ones that are more passionate about it, right?
Yeah, the ones we handpicked are also people who did that, so we have a bit of both, I think. Ricochet on the shock strikers, that's good.
On the shock blaster?
Yeah, on the shock striker thing.
I believe yes. I believe that's really good.
It already ricochets, but I guess you can never have too much ricochet.
There's an anomaly, and if I can get in range, I'm gonna slice it. And then
wait for us. Still got Marcus banked. Yeah.
Mark
fighting swarmers back here.
It's over here. Oh wait. Don't let Mark get to it, he'll just try to stun it. Stay away, Mark. It's right there.
Come down here. Come down lower. Coward.
Alright, go ahead.
I can't, it's too high up. Wait for it to
Get that ladder.
come downstairs. Get down for that. Hurt yourself.
Wait, I saw a Bosco drone. Oh.
Wait, what the fuck? Why is there a drone?
It's over here.
The new
I think it's like an event thing.
Alright, I'm gonna hit the artifact.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh my god.
What's the hole? Oh, sorry.
Ouch.
Straight to the back of your head.
That was awesome.
I got one-shotted. Yeah. How much damage do you deal?
All of it.
Holy shit.
Oh, I'm leeched.
Oh shit, I missed.
players, a horde core spawn have
All right, all right, all right, all right.
What do we got here?
Oh.
What's frenzy like building up? Interesting.
Oh wait, you can't like these? Or
No.
or yes, you
No,
And it's just their
okay.
hard
can.
to
Okay, it's just because it was my turn.
Leave this for me, pretty please.
Oh, there we go.
Bingo!
What do we got here? Where do you have to?
I don't think anyone but me should have this.
I've got a fire weapon, so I think I'm gonna go for that now.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be huge for you.
I'm skipping and taking health.
Silverame says, question, will we get more pets in Rogue Core other than in DRG, like upgrades or as a reward from a mini-boss? I don't know what you mean by pets. I don't think we're doing a Steve right now. We don't have plans to implement that. I think it would also be... Oh, dude, can I stack this?
Really use this.
Yeah. If I think it's green text,
Yes.
you can.
Yeah. You could.
Wow.
Yeah, that's also critical burn. Both of those would be good for you.
Critical hits 50%. Ooh, actually, yeah, both of those are pretty banging. Oh, okay, well, makes that easy. But yeah, I mean, I think lore-wise, it would be weird if these are a more ferocious breed of creature and something entirely unfamiliar to the Deep Rock Galactic Company. It would be weird if you just could like tame them and make them your pets. I think it would also make them less scary if one of them was like a cute little friend. So, are we?
Up here, Aaron.
Is there more cave? Or are we? No, there's more cave. Oh, there's way more cave. Wow. That is disgusting as well.
I have a very bad build. I'm glad you guys are able to carry.
That's good to mark because I have a disgustingly strong build.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, another thing, Mitch, I forgot to mention, not that I don't think anyone asked directly, but the people were talking earlier about the friend invite feature with the playtest, and we used that for the first time when Steam made it available in beta, but it didn't really work as it turned out to be pretty buggy and inconsistent. But Steam has since taken it offline, so you can't. I assume they're just kind of putting it back in the workshop to retool it, but we no longer have an option to implement that.
I think the reason is maybe they just give it for a brief amount of time, and we're actually doing an alpha test that's longer. I think we should try getting it back. I think we should actually ask for it, but maybe no time for it.
Oh, this filthy good.
I analyzed some data from a drone, but I'm not sure what it did. It said it added something to our terrain scanner. Something.
Yeah, there's a bunch of things on the map in there.
Rebel Goose says, any plans for endless mode? Yeah, we get asked about that a lot. No, it's not something we are currently working on, but there is definitely interest within
Leech.
GSG to have it. And I know Mike thinks the idea is interesting, and also it would be pretty feasible to...
Can't hit you from your mark.
Oh, fuck, sorry, Mark. My bad, Mark.
It's okay, you just chose chat. We have to do that sometimes.
Sorry, Mark.
No problem.
I misplaced my loyalties.
But
I'll
get you.
there's definitely interest in here for an endless mode. I don't know that we'll do it right away or anything, but I both hope and also think that we'll probably do it. But that's not a promise. Weavers asks, would it be possible to add actual terrain that looks reminiscent of old cave huts carved out of terrain? Yeah, I mean, right now I think there's sort of more like shelters or kind of like bunker things that we've got. I think huts would be almost too primitive. I mean, if the fantasy we're exploring here is that this is an active mining facility, or it was until very recently, I think it makes sense that the company would just have like, you know, some shitty prefab like tin huts or something rather than making miners just carve out like their own thing.
We should probably get a move on.
Wait, wait, there's something in there.
And where?
In the walls. Over there, on your left. Over here. Terrain scanner.
I'm detecting an energy build-up in your area. Prepare for imminent contact.
Oh yeah, that's probably the objective. I've got drills. Ciao.
We've got company, reclaimers.
Ah, very nice. That's pretty sick.
Where's the last guy? Oh, that's Aaron.
I'm
Let's work our way towards the elevator. Shit, it's up there.
just
Doing a sip from upstairs.
oh fuck. Oh dude, I got stone skin and it protects me from fall damage. That is baller. Fuck dude, I love this build.
We're reaching unacceptable levels of hostile activity.
Aaron is pogging.
I am pogging. I'm pogging hard. Nobody's pogged the way
At
I've
the
pogged.
elevator.
And it just immediately recharges it. Ah, I love it. I love it.
I am in a bit of a predicament.
What's up, Mark?
I can't really get up from this hole. Or, I mean, I can, but I'm getting swarmed.
Coming for you. Got that.
Okay, I'm both like freezing things and setting it on fire.
Nice.
All right, Mark, we got you.
All right, let's run.
Oh wow, 5.
Ooh, that's a nice sip. Right to the.
No, that's a good zip. This is rock.
That's what I call a good zipline.
Take a look at that.
Absolute zipline.
The absolute zip.
Oh shit! Ah, I'm down right next to the elevator. Next to this ugly guy.
Oh. There's no. Is there a friendly fire and slicer?
It's opening.
Nope.
It's open. Woo!
Woo! Love it. That wizard though says, "Say, how long have you guys worked on Rogue Core? Did you guys have any difficulty during the development, or was it a breeze due to your experience with ROCK GALACTIC?" Definitely not a breeze. I mean, I think that it's been, yeah, like we have experience there, which helps, but there's still this challenge of how to retool the, how to retool this game's skeleton into a completely different type of game, and so that's been also, I think, and there's the idea on paper of wouldn't it be cool if Deep Rock had a roguelike, and then also, as we found out, hundreds of versions of that were really frustrating and not fun. And so it's definitely been a pretty long journey to figure out, okay, how do we actually implement this in a way that isn't frustrating and is true to the spirit of Deep Rock, but also plays in the way and gives the feel that we want to. So.
In regards to how long, I think Mike said since season 4. Last time.
Yeah, that we've had some sort of.
Yeah. And it's been a bit on and off because of the ROCK GALACTIC.
Yeah, and it started with like maybe 2 or 3 people working on it. So, started very small. It was mostly just Mike experimenting with stuff in the beginning.
Yeah, he did like the initial groundwork, I think.
Yeah.
We can do an upgrade if someone wants to deposit.
Yeah, we can. I think also like oftentimes the sort of way I've been explaining the feeling of like working on it is like, if you've ever written an essay for school and you do a first draft and you like read it back and you think like, okay, I know I have good ideas here, but this isn't a good essay. There's sort of that feeling of like, okay, we play the game and on earlier versions of the game have had this feeling of like, okay, there are good ingredients here, but there's something here that just doesn't click. What do we need to do to make this more fun?
You are all really considerable.
Chris Hunt asks, will the miners in DRG get stuff like voice lines referencing to what the Reclaimers are up to? How much of base DRG will reference Rogue Core? Like we mentioned before, we're not actively thinking about or working on Deep Rock Galactic development right now while Rogue Core is getting out the door, so hard to say for sure. It would be cool if at some point we get the bandwidth to go in and put some little references in there, but I mean the idea is that it's a standalone game, so it also would be sort of a bummer if it felt like, you know, if you just wanted to play Deep Rock and it was constantly making references to a game that maybe wasn't your interest. But anyway, that all of this remains to be seen.
Guess it also really depends on when we update Deep Rock Galactic again and how.
Wait, didn't I choose double jump?
I think you did.
I don't have double. It doesn't work. Rip. Alright, should we just start it?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna annihilate this guy.
Okay, you got the
We're starting it.
ammo here and there.
I'll crit dart him immediately when I get the chance. Oh my god, there's a bunk over here. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
For the Did you show this one, Jacob, on stream?
No.
For the
No.
person who was asking about enclosed spaces previously. If you like
Claustrophobia
that.
pit down here. Some ammo. I should actually maybe get that soon. Get sapped. Can't see him. Where did he go? Can someone mark him?
Sorry.
Thanks. Okay, here.
I thought he would
something.
die quicker, actually. Nice.
You going for it?
I got it.
No, you don't. Okay, you can. Okay, you do it.
Yes!
Stupid bug. Oh, 4k damage, nice. 4k, 5k damage almost.
Holy shit.
Who's going for it?
I'll dump it.
Up it, Mark!
Boom.
What's this thing doing on the wall?
Go to bed. I'm not getting shit here.
I'll dump it.
Pellman says, GG's. Pellman says, will there be more types of final bosses other than the Gatekeeper? Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
This is just the one that we figured out for the closed alpha.
And
this is
Mike also talked about like different varieties of it, I think.
Yeah, yeah, and this is like it's also a placeholder because it's just a scaled up edge stalker, so it's by no means the final thing.
Great team effort. Yeah, did it.
Am I showing up as a in the? I got a weird skin on, right?
Yeah. How you really look, actually. Tree Mike on YouTube is saying we want mission control instead of this Omega AI. I mean, are you speaking on behalf of everyone, or?
It must be using the Wii. Fuck. Well,
I'll tell
time to do
Mike. Sorry, Aaron, you spent all that time in speaking those voice lines for nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tree Mike. and there's
Community
ground.
has spoken.
That's that'll wrap it for this one.
That was a stream.
That was a stream. One of the streams of all time. But what do we got going on next week? Our next stream Our next stream is on Tuesday the 17th, where we will be playing Gun Touchables. Gun Touchables, if you don't know it already, is one of the latest out of Ghost Ship Publishing, and it's pretty fucking cool. And they are going 1.0 style launch on Tuesday, and if you haven't checked it out already, you should. I'm going to put the store page in the chat right over here. Go give it a look, and we will be playing it all Tuesday. We would love to have you join us another time. If you don't already subscribe, consider doing so. Hit that motherfucking subscribe button on Twitch or YouTube, your platform of choice. And we'll catch you some other blessed time here on the GSG Dev stream.
Hey, and mentally well is buying
mentally well.
Untouchables. That's
See,
awesome.
you're meant, and that's what happens if you buy Gun Touchables. Everything healed. But anything else to announce? Gun Touchables next week. That's the main one.
I think that's about it. Go buy your merch.
Yeah. Check out the merch store, deeprockshop.com. And if you're on Twitch, stay tuned. We're going to do a little Twitch raid. Have a lovely weekend to all y'all. Thank you for joining us, for your goofs and your gags and your questions. And we will see you another good time here on the GSG Dev stream.
Yeah, hold on.
Rock and stone.
We gotta find someone to read first because the first one didn't
Alright.
have. Quick, Mark. Do a little rap.
A rap?
Yeah.
Uh,
I'll
no.
give you a beat. Wiki. There's 2 more seconds, Mark. Come on.
Just find it.
Oh, it's too bad Mark was muted. It was a really good rap.